Hello, good morning.
Morning, all.
Oh, how are you? How are you?
I'm all right, actually. It's nice and toasty in
It
here today.
is. We are live in our potting shed for the next 3 hours, and it is nice and warm and toasty. We've got such a great show. Bex and I, we're really happy this morning. We've got such lovely items.
We have.
We are feeling festive. We've got a few little festive things, haven't we?
Absolutely, because it's not long, is it?
It's not 2.5 weeks, actually. But we've also got, we've got lots of regulars always watching the show, but you might be brand new. So we're just going to tell you a few of the basics, if that's okay. Free gift.
Always.
Oh,
well,
yes. Well, always.
Well, we've had it always so far. Can't always guarantee it. I mean, who knows what will happen in the new year, but we do still have a free gift for you. So free gift with purchase, which is a beautiful little collection of daffodils that we've got going on here, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's more than a little collection. So you get 15.
You do.
And they're the Narcissus, they're called Tête Bouclée.
Yeah.
That sounds nice. It sounds nice, doesn't it? Tête Bouclée. And that's what they look like.
They're gorgeous.
They are.
I love these. So you've got those lovely kind of double cupped, slightly ruffled petals going on there. And these are the slightly, shorter variety. So somewhere around 20 centimetres, these are going to reach, which I think makes these very versatile when it comes to your daffs.
Yeah, I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And we were racking our brains like, what does bouclé mean? And we remembered it's a loop, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a loop in yarn terms,
yes.
isn't it?
And that does almost look like loops of petals, doesn't it? So it's Tête Bouclée. You get 15 free with every order. And a little tip, if you place several orders, you'll get several packets of bulbs.
That's it, indeed. It's free with every single purchase. So if you make more than one purchase, you will get more than one bag of these. All you have to do is enter our special code, our lovely magic key, which unlocks all of the, amazing deals along with this free gift as well. So when you place your order, all you have to do is enter the code YGTV40. 8?
No!
No, 9! 9! I knew I was going to get it wrong. I'm so sorry. It changes, you see.
It does.
This week it is YGTV49. Enter that whenever you place your order, and your free gift will be added into your basket.
And I know a lot of you regulars, so you're quite clever how you order, and we've got several items with free postage on the show. So if you want to just do a few little separate orders and get some extra bulbs, you can do that. But if you do one big order, you will also get free postage if you spend over £30, which is great. So because we have got some bigger items with postage that's maybe £6.99, but we'll take all of that off if you spend over £30. And one final thing, I know lots of you are club members, but if you're not, I am. And I love being part of the club, I really do. But if you're not a club member, it's only £5 on auto renewal for the year, and you'll get 10% off all the plants and accessories, 5% off outdoor living, £20 worth of vouchers that you can use throughout the year, use one every 3 months. So we'll tell you more about that a little bit later on, but it's really worth joining the club because you can save hundreds of pounds throughout the year. £5 on auto renewal, a one-off membership, £10. So there's just a little bit of, we call it housekeeping, don't we? Yes. But we're going to start the show. We are feeling festive, and Christmas is just a couple of weeks away, and we have got these gorgeous hollies for you. Pair of them with the bonus pots, $46.98. You will get free postage because they're over £30. And I have to say, the quality of these is fantastic.
It is brilliant.
They're beautiful.
Really, really beautiful. Filled with the berries as well, because these are the female varieties, so they're the berry-producing varieties. Loads of berries on there this year. My job this afternoon when I go home is I'm going to be putting my festive lights onto my holly standards, which I've got outside the front of my house. They look absolutely glorious, properly festive feel. So adding a few twinkly lights to this is going to make it a really lovely entrance to my home during this festive period.
And I just think it is lovely when people arrive and you've set the scene outside your home.
Yeah, I do.
And you open up the front door and everyone's going, oh, I love your hollies, like this.
Yeah,
They're
exactly like that. And they are really, really pretty, and they're so easy to look after as well. They just require a little bit of pruning to keep that lovely kind of lollipop shape that you've got at the top there. A bit of watering, a bit of feed throughout the summer months, but they're so easy to look after. And of course, they always look great. They always have these wonderful green leaves on here, and you get lovely little white flowers on there, little bits of blossom going on, and then obviously you get the red berries during these winter months.
Now they do come with 2 bonus pots. You are saving today, by the way, £43, and you'll get the free delivery. The pots, I think the pots are really suitable when it comes to them looking festive, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, you know, if you use them throughout the year, you can make them look anything really. But I do think with the holly, it kind of brings out the gold in them and makes them look even more festive, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And remember that these are just a bonus. They are added in sort of free of charge, gratis. You know, these are a bonus that are added in with this collection here. Huge saving today. So this is fantastic value we're talking. And you're going to have these for so many years. So every single year you'll be able to bring these out and put them. I mean, I have mine outside the front door, but you can put them either side of a gateway or wherever it is that you're going to be able to see them and enjoy that festive feel.
Now, I've got 2 in pots, but I have got 2 that I planted in one of my borders, and I must admit they look amazing too. I'm even thinking of putting some outdoor lights on those in the borders. Could look really good. If you want to be part of the show, by the way, I know some of our regulars are there already. Elaine and Roger's watching.
Morning.
But yeah, if you want to say hi, if you've got any questions, then do come through on the group chat on YouTube and of course on Facebook as well. We love it when you chat to us, don't we?
Yeah, we like to know what you're up to. We had some messages yesterday saying that people had received their orders. So are you expecting any deliveries? You know, what you're doing in the garden at the moment? Anything really? What's going on at Christmas? You've got people coming round?
It's a nice relaxed show, this, isn't it?
It is. It's lovely.
Yeah. And good morning to Neil as well, who dips in and out I know on a Thursday, but lovely to know you there. So, one final thing I will say is, if you are going for these, I would definitely plant them in our professional compost, which is on the show as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Mine are, pretty much everything I've got is planted into the professional compost.
Yeah.
So we have that on there. If you do need to stock up on your orders, get your compost in.
Now, we have got a real cheeky deal for you next.
Yeah, we have.
This was actually the top seller yesterday. And what we've done today, these will not arrive planted, by the way, but our lovely Craig, who helps put the show together, he quickly planted these up for us, just to give you an idea. So they won't arrive planted. You'll know why when you see the price on these. Because it's a buy one, get one free at just $5.99. So £3 has been taken off the price. But if you use our code, you get a free one as well.
Yeah, love that.
Brilliant. You get 2 for $5.99. So if you think about it, they're normally £9 each, so normally 2 would be £18. You're going to get 2 today for $5.99, so it's a third of the price you pay. Now, we've just got our lovely Craig to plant these up with some hellebores that are on the show. Just give an idea of how wonderful and festive these could look.
I think they look amazing.
They do look good,
we were talking about them yesterday, planting up your free gift into here. You could put your bulbs into here so that you get that lovely spring display. But it's entirely up to you. I love them with the hellebores in. I think they look really festive
I say
and
they
beautiful.
look festive, they do, but they just look wintry, don't they?
They do, because you've got the little robins on the top here as the little decoration on there, and obviously this being the Christmas rose, the hellebore, it does give that kind of festive feel.
But the value, and that's why so many of you went for these yesterday, is incredible. And some of you did order multiples.
Yeah.
And I don't blame you at all, but it is a buy one, get one free, and you've got £3 off as well. But we're saying all sorts could look good in here, couldn't they?
Yeah, honestly, there's lots of different things that you can put in here. You know, if you've got some winter bedding, some of the viola pumpkins maybe, we had those on the show last week, they could live beautifully in here. Yeah. There's a variety of bulbs. Maybe you got the tulips, the Angel's Wish, you know, that was our free gift last week. You could plant these in here. Our free gift this week, your little Tet clay bulbs, these would look amazing in here. But I do quite like putting the hellebores in here as well.
Now, I've placed a lot of orders recently, so I have had a lot of free bulbs. But I know Millie has just said on the group chat that she's been giving some of her free bulbs away to, is it neighbours and friends?
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Idea. I think gardening is all about sharing, isn't it? Sharing knowledge, but also it's lovely to share plants. I mean, we share plants with each other, don't we? Yeah. Sometimes, you have one of these and I'll take one of them, and it's great. But you've got so many options with these in terms of planting. And the trellis, by the way, I mean, I love it with the birds and it's really decorative, but this does come out. So it is removable. I won't do it now because these are planted up, but they do come out if you just want to use them as pots. And when they are actually full, like ours, obviously quite heavy, so don't carry them by the trellis, do carry them underneath. Yeah,
they've got the lip underneath, so you can get your fingers under to be able to lift that up. They are made of plastic, by the way. This is not a problem. This is a good thing in actual fact, because they're made of UV stabilised and frost resistant plastic. So there's a couple of benefits to that. First of all, them being plastic means they're a bit more lightweight to carry around your garden. But the fact that they're UV stabilised and frost resistant also means you don't have some of the problems that you might get with terracotta pots and, you know, ceramic pots, where they can crack and break because of the changing weather conditions.
Bex, shall we just place on there to see what they look like? I'm just feeling we're not doing them justice on the compost. Shall we just see what they look like down here? Is that all right? Just follow us, just see what you think.
Whoa. I'll take that one.
I think they look really nice, don't you?
Aren't they pretty?
That does set the scene, doesn't it?
Oh my word!
I like that.
I mean, if you had those either side of a doorway, that would look really beautiful. I also think that this is a great gift to give to somebody. I know you've talked about it before, Shaun. You know, getting ahead for maybe Mother's Day or something, or if you, I'm talking about it with the bulbs there, I suppose. But even if you were looking for a good Christmas gift to give to somebody, get yourself a pack of the hellebores. We'll come to those in a moment, and a pair of these. Honestly, the deal that we've got on those two items is incredible. So you're saving loads of money. But how beautiful would that be to give as a gift to somebody this festive season?
Gorgeous. Yeah. So the trellises, the bird trellises, are on a really good offer today, £3 off, but also it's a buy one get one free. All you need to do is use our special offer code today, YGTV.
49.
49, there you go.
That's why that code is so important, though. Really is so important to enter into every single order that you place, because if you don't put that in, you won't get any of the discounts. You won't get the buy one, get one free. You won't get any of the double up deals. So it's really, really important.
So I just had a flashback, being taught at school, always use the green cross code. And I'm like, on our sheets, always use the offer code.
Offer code.
Yes, very important. Now, you probably noticed a gorgeous garland down here at the front as well. And they've made our little potting shed, well, our big potting shed, look superb. These are still available, by the way. Yeah. And these are all handmade locally for us in Lincolnshire. And they are absolutely stunning.
They are.
All fresh?
All fresh, yeah. Fresh pine on there. You've got the beautiful decorations. That's how they will come to you. They'll come decorated with the pine cones and the ribbons and those lovely little snowflake decorations on there as well. You could add decorations to them if you want to. I would certainly add maybe some twinkly lights on there. You know, those little battery pack ones that you can get. This garland, in fact, I think would look great on a windowsill, on a fireplace. Yeah. I tend to tie my garland onto the banister, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And also, if you've got like a big dining table, it could look great as a centrepiece. I'd love that. My dining table's not big enough. I've got a thin one. But yeah, if you've got a big enough dining table, that'd look amazing.
Or you maybe have got a mirror, a pitch frame, something like that. But they're really luxurious.
They're thick and lush. Like, they really have, you know, put plenty of, you know, stuff on there. They haven't skimped on it at all. It's nice and thick and lush.
It looks like they're made from Nordman Christmas trees, those, because they're really, really thick pines and really luxurious. And Bex and I have looked around it in the garden centres, at the supermarkets, and the quality of our garlands is really good. I
think it's of all of the ones that I've seen so far, and I've been out and I've done a bit of Christmas shopping and having a look around, the quality is definitely up there, isn't it?
And if you are one of our many, many club members, you'd get £1.50 off that. It's only £13.50. There is £4.99 postage, but don't forget, if you do spend over £30, you will get free delivery as well, which is absolutely fabulous. And there is a matching wreath to go with that as well. Indeed. It's the ones behind us. Exactly the same, handmade in Lincolnshire and all decorated.
Yeah, it's all. In fact, I'm going to bring it down.
It's
all beautifully.
I did have a spare one for you somewhere.
It's just at the back there. I've hidden it behind the hollies. I was going to get it, and then I realised I'll have to move things. It's really beautifully decorated. It's 30 centimetre diameter, and that is the diameter across the back here. And as you can see, it's all natural material been used on here. But then, obviously, once you've added the fir and the pines on the front there, it really does make this really thick and beautiful. I adore it. And we think that you could actually reuse this.
I think so.
Because if you took all of these bits off, you could actually then add your own wreath to it. People make spring wreaths and Halloween wreaths and things, don't they now? It's not just Christmas. So you can reuse it.
And to be honest, if you had all the bits there, you might even next year be able to make your own Christmas wreath, because you need it. You know, sometimes you chop the odd branch off a Christmas tree if it's at the bottom.
I'm going to do it next year. Yeah. I've never made my own wreath, but I am going to have a go next year, I think.
We've got also all the trimmings to be able to do that next year. You really have. So if you'd like to go for those, handmade here in Lincolnshire with lots of skill and love, 170033 at just £14.99. Shall we go over to our Christmas table?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we are feeling
like this
festive.
One over here.
This is a lovely table over here. We have got, by the way, our birdseed bat. That was really popular yesterday. We'll come to that a bit later on, but there's 14 different seeds. There's also in there, there's raisins and suet, isn't they?
Correct, yeah, raisins and suet. So that gives them that nice high energy feed that they need. But what's really important is there's no wheat fillers. There's none of that horrible germinating seed that if it doesn't get eaten and gets dropped in your garden, it then turns into weeds and extra growth. There's none of that filler in there. It's all high quality feed for your birds.
And it's a really big bag. I mean, we've half emptied ours now, but it's 12.75 kilos, $32.99. And you will get free postage. Yeah, we've got our little Robbie outside, a little Robin that flies around, and I think he's put a bit of weight on.
I know, we've been feeding him. He's having a lovely time.
He's got a lovely
living his best life,
red
isn't he?
tummy now. Yeah, it's lovely.
There's loads of different sizes of seed in there as well, by the way. So it's very much about attracting a variety of different sized birds and things into your garden.
Yeah, with different sized beaks, of course, as well. So that's also available today, and that is 190005 at $32.99. Now, you know those lovely hellebores that we showed you in the bird planters? They are on offer still, and I have to say they have been one of the top sellers pretty much of all time, actually. You are going to get 3 of these today, down to the lowest price of just £16.99. Do you know, every day they seem to look better, don't you think?
Honestly, there's so many
buds and flowers.
Look at this one, because there's so many buds on this particular one here. I mean, they all are, but I'm just picking this one out. Look at how many buds are on there, ready to just burst into bloom, into these beautiful Christmas roses, as we call them. Now, this variety is called the Christmas Carol, specifically bred for flower power. This one's really important to understand because you get more flowers and they flower for a longer season. Obviously, they're in bloom now. I mean, look at the bottom.
I mean,
of here.
who wouldn't want?
Let me just show you down the bottom, because look,
this
there's
variety.
buds down in there as well, ready to bloom for you.
Bex and I have been talking about hellebores. We absolutely love them. And just a bit of a change maybe this year. Rather than getting your poinsettias, actually, this will make you laugh, Bex.
Go on.
So, I run a garden club in our village, and last night was a Christmas party, so we had lots of prizes. We had a quiz, and we do a lottery to raise money.
Poinsettia was a prize, wasn't it?
Right, so we had lots of prizes. Several were hellebores made up in displays.
Right.
And then we had poinsettias. Could I shift those poinsettias, honestly?
Nobody wanted them.
No, because you could pick your prize, you see. And I must admit, the poinsettias were not that popular.
Good.
They were
Well, not good. I was a bit down on the poinsettias. If you weren't watching yesterday, I was a bit down on the poinsettias yesterday.
Yeah.
So sorry to all the poinsettia lovers. But
they're a lovely plant, but they're
lovely.
They're a little bit temperamental.
They're temperamental.
Yeah.
They're what I call a diva. You know, they're really hard to look after. The slightest breeze, the slightest bit of cold, and they're like,
I think the slightest change, and watering's quite difficult as well.
Yeah.
So these are obviously from outside, but you can have them inside at Christmas time.
You can, and this is why I'm very much on the let's poinsettias have a time and a place, and that's fine. But these I think are a great alternative because these are winter hardy. You can have these indoors, you can have these outdoors. I mean, have them indoors over the festive period and then move them outdoors. They're not an indoor plant, but you can have them as a Christmas display.
And actually, we had a discussion about poinsettias last night, and most people said, oh, isn't it a shame that so many grown and they all get binned?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. It's a massive shame.
I did keep one of my poinsettias from last year, but it hasn't flowered again.
Yeah, well, they're really difficult to get them to reflower.
It's had too much light, I think.
You don't have that problem with your Christmas rose. Honestly, this thing just keeps coming back for you year after year. It stays nice and compact. We're only talking about 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres, so about a foot by a foot sort of height and spread on here. And it does come back for you every year. It's evergreen, so you have those leaves on there, though it does sort of die down a little bit during the summer months. It doesn't like the warm, does it?
No.
But it does come back for you reliably every single year.
Bex, I've had a thought. I hope Stu doesn't mind me doing this.
He's on his phone. He's got his phone out.
Well, yeah, sorry, this might start beeping and everything because I've got some pictures last night of the poinsettia displays.
Oh.
So this just gives you some ideas of what you can do. Right, I'm going to forward. Should I do it on the phone? I'll send it to Stu. See, we are live and interactive.
You have to airdrop it.
Oh, do I airdrop it?
Yeah, you have to airdrop it, otherwise it.
Oh, how do I do that?
It compresses it. Go on.
Hang on.
Cancel it. Bear with us a moment.
Right, hang on. So I've
come off there.
Yeah.
And then go to send, and then go to airdrop.
Oh, that's it.
And then it'll find Stuart once he wakes his phone up.
There he is.
And then press Stuart.
YouGarden.
And it'll send it.
So then he'll be able to show it. This will show you some of the displays that we made up as prizes at our garden club. And they all... They all actually were for, they said the quiz and prizes. There's only one other person there, Lynn, and she's a viewer anyway, so she won't mind. There you go, sent. I'll just give you an idea of some of the things you could maybe do. And the poinsettias were under the table, nobody wanted them. So anyway, Hellebores are a beautiful, beautiful plant. But this particular variety, Christmas Carol, is just exceptional, isn't it?
It is absolutely glorious because you get so many flowers and you get such a longer flowering season from it as well, because they're in bloom now and they're going to keep going for you through January, through February and probably into March as well. They are winter hardy, so it's really important to let you know that anything that's got the fully winter hardy approval from us at YouGarden means that it comes to you with a lifetime guarantee, which is phenomenal when you're talking about a plant.
Yeah.
That lifetime guarantee means that if it fails to thrive, if you've done everything you're supposed to look after it, and it still doesn't survive, all you have to do is get in touch with our customer services department, let them know the problem, and they will replace it for you absolutely free of charge. All you have to do is cover any postage costs to get that out to you. But it just gives you real confidence, doesn't it, to be able to
really
shop
does.
with us.
And so I'm just looking at these flowers as they age.
I love this.
Look at this.
I love the colours.
So they go from white to kind of greeny pink. They've got almost like an antique or a shabby chic look to them.
I love the bright white, and you do get those bright white flowers. There's several of them on there that have got bright white, but that I just think it adds that extra level of interest, and you get so many different colours on the same plant at the same time.
So very popular these, just to warn you, they are selling really, really well here on YouGarden, and the normal price is $29.99. That's our recommended retail price, $16.99 today. And I know you've got $4.99 postage, but you can get rid of that if you spend over £30. So maybe you've got some great pots on the show.
Oh, loads, yeah.
Obviously, if you need compost, you can add that to your order, but do try and get your basket to over £30, and we will give you free delivery as well. What do you think about picture, Stu? Oh, we've always got it ready now, Lee.
He's getting there.
So yes, if you're thinking of maybe using these in displays, and these are displays that I made up with my own fair hands.
Oh, you're good at this, though.
But look, there they are.
Oh, look.
So that's Lynn having a drink as usual.
Lynn.
So yeah, we just. So can you see the one on the left? That's got a hellebore in the centre with some pine cones around it, and all the ones behind it were.
They do look so festive.
Yeah, and a hellebore, the one underneath there. But they look good, don't they?
They look so festive. Yeah. I just think it's a new take on something Christmassy. Yeah.
And the poinsettias right at the bottom didn't go down very well, even when we brought them up. But anyway, yes.
I was going to say, it's like because you hid them under the table. No, you brought them up and displayed them.
Have you noticed I've not got a drink in my hand?
I like your shoes.
Have I got a drink?
Yes, you've got a glass of red wine. You need your glasses on, mate.
It was hidden slightly, wasn't it? Yeah, so I can see it now. Oh, yeah.
Your shoes are fancy, though. I like those.
Thanks. Anyway, so yes.
He scrubs up well, doesn't he?
That was our garden
club
party last night. Anyway, we've obviously got loads to share.
We have.
I love these. This is our amaryllis, which we have got on offer today, $9.99, postage included, and it is a large single bulb.
Yeah.
So the large bulbs are more likely to produce more than one stem of flowers. We don't guarantee it, but they are more likely.
Yeah, I think you probably get a couple at least off here. And it's the display that this creates. Look at that beautiful red flower, and they can get quite tall, can't they? About 40 centimetres? Maybe 50.
We say on average about 40 to 50, but I have had them a little bit taller.
Wow.
A little bit taller. But they are absolutely amazing bulbs. And a lot of people do give them as Christmas gifts. You could maybe plant it up. I grew one with my mum every year as a child.
Yeah.
And they're just wonderful. Very easy to go. Just plant them in a pot with compost. Just keep the top of the bulb.
Yeah, as you can see on the picture.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So you want to keep the top of the bulb just out of the compost. This isn't one, because normally we would say with a bulb, 2 to 3 times the depth, wouldn't you? You'd plant it right under the ground. But it's different with an amaryllis. You want to keep the top of that. So about to there, you want to keep the top of that out of the top of the compost. And also there's something with the watering as well,
just water around the edge, not on the bulb.
Yeah.
Sunny position, and what's weird, you start to get the flowers before the leaves. So you get the big stems, and then they open up, you get all the flowers, and then the leaves actually come afterwards.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love it.
You've never grown one?
I don't think I have, I don't I can't remember growing
No,
one.
oh,
So no.
you would remember.
Yeah, but these are the ones, because you have them on the windowsill, don't you? You want to twist them so that they don't lean.
Yeah, because they do get quite tall.
So you want to make sure that you give it, you turn the pot quarter turn maybe every week or something, just so that they don't start leaning in one direction. But I think they're absolutely beautiful. I'm going to give it a go this year because I've never done it.
And it is a large bulb, so as I say, you're likely to get more than one stem. Each stem will bear between 3-4 flowers, sometimes 6 or 7. They are amazing.
If you keep the bulb as well,
yes,
then obviously the bulb will grow and get bigger over the years, and then hopefully you'll get even more flowers each year. You need to. There's stuff you need to do. You need to put it in the dark and what have you.
Yeah,
it's not too difficult.
It's
not too complicated.
I mean, a lot of people only they use them for one season, but as Bex said, you don't have to. What you need to, once it's flowered, chop the stems off, keep watering and feeding. Then the leaves will come, and then in the summertime, you can even pop it outside, keep feeding, watering. Comes to winter, bring it in, stop feeding, stop watering, be really mean to it, put it in a dark place, and then give it about 8 to 12 weeks, and you should start to see buds appear again.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that a go.
Yes.
I want to say good morning to all the viewers on Facebook this morning. Good morning, Jan. We've got lots of viewers on Facebook this morning, so we wanted to just say good morning to you. It's really nice to have your company. If you want to shout out, by all means, just send us a little message in the chat. Our lovely Stuart, who's just through that wall there, he is keeping an eye on everything, so he'll send us your messages through our ear. Good morning, Victoria. We've not heard from you before. And she's asking if we've got anything that will go in a hanging basket this morning.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I mean, we've got bulbs and things that would go very nicely in there, but you would need some other plants.
I mean, if you just want something in the top of a hanging basket...
The hellebore would go great in the
work.
middle with some bulbs. You probably want just something around the edge there, like some pansies or something like that.
Yeah.
We have got them on our website. So...
Apparently we've got some clearance prices on the viola and the pansy matrix.
Is that on next week's show? Yeah, next week. Okay. Tune in. Yeah, we've got some clearance prices next week on pansies and violas.
Yeah, tune in next week, Victoria.
Yes. So wait till next week for those. We don't want you paying too much today.
No, exactly. Come back and join us.
Yes.
We broadcast, by the way, if you are new, we're here every single Wednesday, 10 till 1. The same on Thursday, 10 till 1. And we also do a Sunday show as well, which is 10 until 2. And that will be happening all the way through December. We haven't been given our January hours yet, but we're hoping it will be very similar.
Well, the shows have stayed busy, so...
Yeah, they have.
But we will
keep you posted.
Although we haven't got reduced winter bedding on this year, we have got big price reductions on many of the plants. We've got lots of buy one, get one frees. We've got lots of price reductions on pots as well, and lots of lowest ever prices. So we've got some great deals. Right, we better move on. That's the Amaryllis. 9.99 postage included. Don't forget, if you just buy the Amaryllis, you'll still get your free bulbs.
Yes, you will, absolutely. As long as you enter that code YGTV49, this will be entered into your basket. So $9.99 Amaryllis bulb, pack of bulbs.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Well, they're worth $9.99.
They're worth $9.99.
So do bear that in mind. You get the free bulbs with every single individual order.
Yeah, this is why that code is vitally important for every single order that you place. We do change that code pretty much every week, don't we? So yeah, just tune in. You can always watch the shows back. You don't have to be with us live. If you go to the YouGarden website, you can click on and you can do catch up and you can watch any shows back. We do tend, as long as the deals are still available and relevant, we keep several weeks worth of shows on there. All you have to do is click on the YouGarden TV logo. It's on the top if you're on a PC, but it tends to be down the bottom if you're on a tablet or a phone. If you want to watch the live shows, obviously you click on the green bit. If you want to catch up on a previous show, click on the yellow box there. And there's yesterday's show already on there. Yeah, we had a big Echium on there. So you can watch yesterday's, and there was a few others underneath there as well. So you can go into previous weeks and see what we've had previously. It's normally about 3 weeks we keep the deals open for, so that's how many weeks you can go back. I'm
glad the description says presented by well-known faces, not old faces.
I love that, yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Right, we better move on. We've got so much to show you
in
the next couple of hours. But yeah, the Amaryllis, great value. $9.99 is an extra large bulb, as we said. Now, the lavender is a buy one, get one free today, just £3.99. That is for two. Yeah, it's a buy one, get one free. And this is the Lavender Hidcote, my favourite lavender to grow, English lavender. So easy to grow. And The fragrance is amazing. We've both got this variety, haven't we?
I adore lavender. It's one of my absolute favourite plants in the garden. Oh, it smells gorgeous even now without the flowers on. The foliage is absolutely beautiful, and this foliage is here all year round. But obviously it's for those... Yeah, go for it. It's for those lovely lavender spikes of flowers that you get from this all the way through the summer. It starts around June time and it just keeps going. June, July, August, September and into October. It's so easy to look after. It's not a diva.
No.
It's tolerant of most soils, just doesn't like a boggy area. That's pretty much the only thing that you don't want to put it in.
And ideally do put it in the sunniest spot you can find.
Yeah, you definitely want a decent amount of sun on it. It'll cope with a bit of shade. It'll cope with part shade. You won't get as many flowers. You'll still get flowers. You just won't get them as many of them. But it's about inviting all of those beneficial pollinators into our gardens. It's about getting the bees and the butterflies humming through this lavender, and it will be alive with the bees and the butterflies. It's amazing how many you get in there. Love them.
And if you want to do a whole pathway with lavender, because it really does work en masse. I actually did a whole bed not last year, 3 years ago. So
it is, look.
Yeah, so I wanted to do a formal garden at the front of the house. Never done one before. And I'll be honest, I thought, well, buxus and lavender, that's pretty standard. But honestly, I put 18 of those in. And they looked fairly small when I first put them in, but 2 to 3 years later, the whole area covered in lavender. And it really was a party for the bees and the butterflies. They loved it.
And if you want to create a large display like that, there is no better time than right now to get hold of multiples of these, because we've got such an amazing deal. It's £3.99. Oh, I've just taken that out of the pot. Great, I can show you how healthy they are. It's £3.99 for one of these, but it's a buy one, get one free. So you put one into your basket, enter the code YGTV49, we will automatically put another one into your basket. So if you want 18 of these, put 9 into your basket, enter the code, and we'll automatically put another 9 into your basket for you. And that will be such an amazing deal.
And it is, it's still a great time to plant lavender. Obviously, just make sure that the ground isn't frozen, that things do seem to be warming up this week and next week.
Yeah, there's still time, I think, to plant them out. But if you are worried, you could put them into pots, over the winter season and then plant them out during the springtime next year. So, yeah, I think there's still room to get them in the ground, but it's entirely up to you what you want to do.
And some great reviews. And the price, we've got, say, singles at $3.99, but we're doing a buy one, get one free on the show if you use our code.
Just put 10 into the basket then. Look at that. Oh, he already had one in his basket. So that's it. Look, no matter how many you put into your basket, we will match it. But can you see the price on there at £3.25? I wonder why that is.
I don't know. We don't care. It's great.
Oh, no, I think it's because Stuart is a club member. So £3.99 comes down to £3.25 because of the discount. Is he doing the maths?
Well, are we sure it's gone down because of that? I think it's because we're buying in bulk, it's cheaper.
Is that a bulk thing?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, yes. Yeah. Look, you get even better deals for buying more.
Actually, and then if you
then if you put his club membership in, he's going to get even more.
Should we try
off.
that? So here we go.
Let's have a look. Let's view the basket.
Okay,
oh,
so
yeah,
these are all
look,
free
we can
things.
save a further £7.90 on that particular basket.
So
that comes out to £2.93.
That's really good.
That's incredible. So you're getting 20 lavender plants for $29.25. That is bonkers. You're absolutely right. And you're getting your free bulbs.
That's really good.
I mean, if you want multiple packs of your bulbs, I would place them in multiple orders, but, it's entirely up to you.
So is that working out 20 for that amount of money? That's working out for 20. That's working out...
£2.92 per... That's £1 something per...
It's about $1.50 a plant. Yeah. It's really good, that.
We're just going to remove everything else so we can really have a look at this basket. I'm keeping the bird trellis in because he likes that. He likes the bird trellis.
But I mean, look, and free postage costs over £30. But on, like those bird trellis, 2 of those for $5.39 for club members.
Yeah.
Honestly, the value is amazing today. It really is. And I think we're going to be very, very busy. So do keep ordering and do keep coming in on the group chat as well. Now, I always make a list of what I want every week. And actually, I've got my eye on the gardenias.
This is on your list, is it?
Yeah, because I haven't got them.
Okay.
And bear in mind, it is December right now. I'm very impressed with just how good the foliage is.
Yeah,
on these
well,
gardenias.
this is one of the beautiful things. I'm just taking it out
They're
so you
really
can, you can
nice.
see the size of the pot here. It is a 2-litre pot, so this is a nicely established plant already. It's not a total baby.
No.
It's a
Oh, no.
it's a well-established plant, and you are getting 2 of these if you go for that double up deal. So you can get 1 for £12.99, or if you double up, so put 2 in your basket and enter the code YGTV49, you will get 2 for £1.99 more than you would pay for
I
one.
mean, you'd be really silly just to go for one, wouldn't you?
I think for £1.99, it's well worth doubling up. Even if you have no intention of having that could be a gift for some. I mean, literally, you've got an amazing gift for somebody for £1.99.
Now, you might be thinking, hang on, is it a houseplant? No, it's not.
No.
We all probably think of gardenias as houseplants, and they do make amazing houseplants, but this is a very special variety that's been bred to be fully hardy. Do we sit to about -10 on this bed?
Yeah, down to about -10.
Well, that's hardy,
and
isn't it?
really is. It's the world's first hardy gardenia. It's something that a lot of people have been waiting for, and it is absolutely incredible. Look at those flowers. Look how amazing they are. Pure white, and then that wonderful movement of the centre. I adore it.
And not only do those flowers look beautiful, they are highly fragranced as well.
Highly
Yeah,
fragranced.
they really are.
Not only have you got beautiful, glossy, evergreen leaves, but yes, you are getting highly fragranced, gorgeous flowers. And gardenia fragrance is often used in perfumes because it is that beautiful. It is winter hardy down to about -10. So yes, that is a great hardy plant, not something that the majority of us in the country are going to need to worry about. But it's also a beautifully compact plant as
so
well.
they are ideal for pots. We've got lots of great pots coming up as well. But the value today, obviously, you know, sometimes you do get the best deals at this time of year. Yeah, we have got stock to clear. We don't want too many things in the nursery over Christmas. So 2 of those today, fully hardy, lifetime guarantee as well, for £14.98. I'm thinking a sunny spot as well.
Yeah, and I agree with you. In a pot, you want to take advantage of that fragrance. You need it where you're going to be.
And ideally, if you've got a little bit of ericaceous compost, they prefer that, but they will tolerate.
They'll be fine, but they do prefer ericaceous. So what I would probably do is mix ericaceous with our premium professional rather than full ericaceous.
But if you didn't have it, it would not be the end of the world.
No.
Right, something else on my list today.
Yeah, because he hasn't got one.
No.
For somebody who's gardened all his life, and you are properly green-fingered, Shaun.
Thank you.
You do not have you've not got a ceanothus in your garden.
My mum has, and it looks amazing. I've
Yeah.
no, I'm definitely going to get one. I don't know why I've never had one. $6.99, which is the best price I've seen on this end. It is obviously known as a California lilac. It's a big plant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big one. Okay, I mean, I planted a couple in my garden earlier this year, and they're not this size. Mine are much smaller. So this one in a 2-litre pot is a very, very well established ceanothus. It is beautifully evergreen. It's got lovely leaves. It's got really dark kind of, deep veining on these little evergreen leaves as well, which I just think is really interesting. I quite like that. It just adds that extra bit of interest to the plant.
They're really nice colour, aren't they?
I love them. It's kind of an olive green colour. It's a really beautiful colour green. And it just gets really thick and luscious and full. And you have this kind of display, all year round. But what we want from our ceanothus is that absolute amazing beauty. That one that you're looking at there is in my mum's garden.
And your mum's a really good gardener as well, isn't she?
She is. She's gardened all her life, and so did my nan. It took me a long time to get into it, but I'm there now. I've caught up. Sorry, Mum. Sorry, Nan. I know you've been trying for years to get me into it. I'm with you. But so this is in my mum and dad's garden, and I filmed this earlier on in the year because obviously these aren't in flower like this until sort of May, June time. But wow, look at how beautiful that is. It gets completely covered in those gorgeous blue flowers. And my dad was saying that he thinks it's about that plant is about 4 years old.
So it's really grown quickly, hasn't it?
It's really grown. It's a good, probably 6 feet in height in 4 years. That's amazing.
And you do tend to find with ceanothus, you know, some plants just get the odd flower here and there, but you do tend to get them covered, don't you?
Totally covered.
Yeah.
And it's the stand out. I mean, it's about May time it comes out. And honestly, I was saying earlier on in the year, like when I'm going on my dog walks and I'm walking past the ceanothus, it's the one that draws your attention. It really draws your eye. It looks absolutely stunning.
So you've sold it to me, Bex.
Good.
And I hope you get this today, because they're actually less than half price. They're normally $14.99, $6.99 today is all you're going to pay. And don't forget, you will get free bulbs, those gorgeous Tête Bouclé, with every single order today. So do bear that in mind. Every single separate order, you will get those gorgeous bulbs. These are them. They're absolutely free with every individual order today. And there's still time to plant bulbs. I've actually planted bulbs as late as January before. But ideally, as soon as you arrive, get them planted. They'll be great in pots, even if you've just got a few spare pots, just pop them in there. But they will be free with every single order today. Now, obviously, it is winter, and we want to look after the birds. And we have got a premium multi-seed mix for you right now at £32.99. You've got 14 different types of seeds, and you've got raisins in there. You've got suet in there to give the birds energy. Different types. You've got insect suet in there. You've got berry and apple. The birds will love all those. And the different seeds are designed to attract so many different varieties of birds. So different varieties, different size birds with different beaks. It is a premium mix with no fillers in there, and that's really important. And obviously, we want to look after the birds and encourage them to garden. These are all the different seeds that you've got, so a huge variety of premium seeds. But I think there's nothing nicer than just sitting watching the birds in the garden, don't you?
Yeah, do you know?
Oh, it's so
is
nice.
lovely, isn't it? That movement in your garden, it's one of the most interesting things. And the seed has been designed to be able to use in feeders, for table feeding, for floor feeding.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really versatile feed.
How cute is that? Who would not want to sit and watch
I'd
that?
love that. I definitely, I haven't, like, I get loads of birds in my garden, but I don't specifically, I haven't got a feeder, so I'm going to do that this year.
Well, amazing value, premium mix at $32.99. If that is too big for you, there are lots of other bird foods on our website, and do feel free to shop the website. You don't just have to buy items from the show, but the golden rule is always use our special code, because that will unlock all of the extra deals. YGTV for tonight, and give you your free Tête Bouclé bulbs as well today. Now we knew these cordlines were going to be on the show, but we didn't realise they'd be this big, did we?
I thought they were going to be smaller ones.
Yeah, I did. Wait to see the price.
It is absolutely beautiful. The price is small, but the plants are not. And these are the can variety of cordylines. So what you're getting on here is that lovely mixture of the green and the pink and the red variegated leaves. And you're getting, multiple colours on the plant all at the same time. So I think this is where it really becomes quite interesting with the cordyline.
No, I actually bought these. But you know what, Bex? I did not get them at this price. Do you remember?
No, you didn't. I remember you getting them. I remember.
And I don't think, I know, mine were not this big. I don't care, because I love them and I've potted them up now. But the value on these today... Stu says this sounds bitter now. No, I did buy them, and I was really pleased with them. But the value today is so much better. It's a buy one and you get one free at only $9.99.
I love a buy one get one free.
But don't you love the colour of them though, Bex?
It's the mixture of the colour.
Yeah.
I love cordylines because I think that they add a bit of a Mediterranean feel. They provide structure. They provide height. They give contrast with some of the softer, rounder foliage in the garden. They definitely are a standout plant. Whether you're planting them into borders or you're planting them into pots. I see that a lot actually. At the front of beautiful houses, you've got a cordline in a pot either side with some bottom planting, with some bedding around the bottom. It looks absolutely gorgeous. As they grow as well, you often get a stem forming, so it creates like a tree shape with then this spray of beautiful sword-like foliage coming out the top of them. This one has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit. Something important to highlight whenever we have a plant with that, because it means that it's been really trialled and tested, and it's been rigorously tested in order to meet a certain level of criteria. The Royal Horticultural Society do not just give away those awards.
God, of course not.
They are very prestigious, and this has it.
Now, we do regard cordylines as fully winter hardy. Last year we did have a pretty severe winter, and a few people did lose the cordylines. Just a little tip. You might want to just grow these in pots this winter. They will need repotting. I'm just really honest about this. They do need repotting. I mean, look,
mine's really rooty.
They're ready to be repotted. I mean, they're really big for the size of pots. They have amazing value. But if it is extra cold, then all you need to do is just tie it up like so and protect the ground.
Yeah, that's it. But if it's
bit of fleece, if you got
if you're expecting a lot of snow, you don't want the snow to sit in the centre of there because it'll kind of rot the centre. It might not kill the plant, but it will stop it from growing from the centre. And if it's really wet and windy, because you just don't want that centre to get damaged. So it's a case of tying it up like so. What you don't want to do is leave it tied up all winter. So you've got to look out for that, that horrible weather. Tie it up and then let it go again. Yeah. And if you need to, tie it back up again.
But they do have a lifetime guarantee, don't they, Bex?
They do. They're winter hardy.
So, they do have that guarantee. They are supposed to be winter hardy. They are winter hardy. But if it's just extra cold, you might want to give them that extra bit of protection. But the value today on those is the best we have done this year. 2 for the price of 1. They work out £5 each.
£5 each.
Yeah.
And that is going to grow to a really decent size. So if you've got an area that needs filling, this is a way to do it quite quickly, isn't it?
Yeah. And I love the colours of those. They're
beautiful, aren't they?
3 different colours, at least 3 colours.
Yeah.
No, there's more than that, actually.
You get loads of colours all on one plant, which I just think is beautiful.
I can see 4 or 5. Yeah. Amazing. And they are set on special today. First time you've seen them this week at just £9.99. Now, we've had a question come in about the Diablo planter. Hello, Alison has asked about this.
Oh, yeah. She's asking if you can lift it by the lip. By the way, if you are looking for a planter for your cordyline, then that would be great. Yes, there is a lip around the edge here. And yes, you can get, let me show you, you can get your fingers underneath there quite happily to be able to lift it by that edge. Yeah, it's quite important, isn't it? Yeah, look, there's a decent lip on the edge.
Oh, actually, yes, I've just got the other one here, and you're right. Now, these are the most amazing price this week, and loads of you have been ordering them. You need to put 2 in your basket to get 2 for £14.99, but then it works out £7.50 each. Now, if I just show you the price of one of these, £18.99. Yeah. So they have been sold individually at £18.99. You can get 2 today for £14.99, which is just incredible value. And what I love about these, they really have an antique kind of vintage age look to them, don't
they? These are some of my favourite planters that we have actually brought you. And it is because of that gorgeous design. You've got like a stone effect down the bottom and then this metal effect around the top here.
That almost looks like a metal that's been patinaed, we decided.
It does. You love that word, don't you?
I like that word.
We relearned that word, didn't we? It is so beautiful, and I think there's so many different things that you could plant in here. We've got a few different standards on the show today. We've got the viburnum, we've got the hollies. I mean, they come with pots anyway, but you could repot them in here.
I mean, Bex, we've both got many pots in our times. They are amazing looking pots at
I think they're really beautiful.
For 2. I think they are.
For the cordylines have fallen over. For the price, absolutely, they are beautiful. I am very much considering getting these because my holly standards do need repotting, and I think they'd look beautiful. In fact, I'm going to grab one just so you can see what it looks like in there. Like a standard in there, look amazing.
Yeah, I know the hollies do come with pots, but I'm with you. I think they look even better.
I think they look even better in here, and you could really festive them up as well.
Yeah, imagine putting some against some hellebores or just some cones, things like that around them.
Good. I read Stuart's mind.
Do you know what I sometimes do, Bex?
What?
I sometimes I've got like plastic baubles, and I sometimes just put plastic baubles out.
Yeah, that'd look really nice.
Yeah. Only cheap ones if you're outside and things.
That's a good idea, actually, yeah.
We do it at the pub.
I might steal that idea.
So the Diablo planters, £14.99. If you put 2 in your basket, they work out £7.50 each. They are amazing value, but they have been selling really quickly, just to let you know, this week. 130390. Now, did you know that I've got a twin brother? Yeah. Yeah.
No, you haven't.
I've got a twin brother. I have.
Have you?
It looks just like
Prove
me.
it.
Well, I will do. Here he is to tell you about these fabulous standard roses. Do you know, my mum bought these many years ago, actually, from YouGarden, and they have been delightful every single year. Now, these are called standard roses. There is absolutely nothing standard about them. And by that, I mean they are going to be beautiful. Now, they're called standard roses because you've got a large head on a long stem. And actually a lot of work's gone into grafting these. It can take up to 3 years. It's quite a science, but the flower heads have been grafted onto these tall stems. And every single summer, you are going to get these balls of colour and, of course, of fragrance as well. They look beautiful. They look great in beds and borders, but to be honest, I think they look their very best in pots. Now, they arrive as a berry, and I always say with a berry, and I'm just being totally honest, they never look particularly attractive when you first get. They don't, you know. Don't worry about it, because I promise you, these will grow into something truly, truly beautiful. So when you get them at home, you need to give them a good soak. So make sure that root ball is given a really good soak. If you're planting them in pots, use a really good compost. Cannot recommend ours highly enough. It's on our website, our professional premium compost. But what I would also do, just to get the root system off to the best start, I would mix in a little sprinkling of root grow mycorrhizal. Again, it's on the website. Or some blood, fish and bone. They do like a sunny position. They will tolerate partial sun, but the sunnier, the better. And just let them, in springtime, let them shoot, let them produce those flowers, and you will have these displays year after year after year. Now, you actually get 4 different varieties as well. We all do an amazing price on these as well. The first one here is, you're looking at it right now, this gorgeous red, and this is a classic red rose. There's the white. The white is just simple, elegant. I always think white just adds that real simple look to your garden. Always elegant. The pink is gorgeous. This to me is a perfect pink rose. And then last but by no means least, that is gorgeous. That is, of course, the yellow. That does produce really large yellow flowers. These will flower all summer long. We normally say through to October, but I'll be honest, nowadays, with climate change, with the way that the weather's so odd, you know, I've had roses flowering even actually early December. Not masses of roses, but you can even get flowers as late as November, even into December, depending on where you live. Pruning wise, what I always say is use some really good sharp secateurs. Don't use anything blunt, because that could damage the stems. It could potentially allow disease to get in there. So make sure you use really good sharp secateurs. I normally mostly prune early springtime, but you can take off if there's any bits that kind of making the rose look a bit uneven, any dead wood, you could obviously prune from August onwards, but I tend to do most of mine early spring. But honestly, the value that you get with these standard roses here on YouGarden is incredible. You get all 4. If you plant them in pots, what I like to do in summertime is just put some summer bedding around the base. Things that like a bit of partial shade, because obviously the head of the rose will create a bit of shade. So I've put things like begonias, busy lizzies. In the winter time, you might want to, just put some winter bedding, some bulbs in there as well. But they are amazing, aren't they? And I think to get the roses as standards just can look spectacular. You might even want to do, a row of these down by the side of a pathway, something like that. You might want to have them in beds and borders to create a little bit more of a formal setting, but they work really well in pots. Beautiful collection. I cannot recommend them highly enough. And I know they're going to bring you joy for many, many years to come. And an amazing deal here, of course, on YouGarden. Told you the twin brother. He looks very similar to it, doesn't he?
He looks very similar.
Yeah. Sounds
but slimmer.
Slimmer.
Stuart's being mean today, isn't he?
He's on it. I've been eating lots of sugary donuts every day in the potting shed. And...
He brought donuts again, but I can't complain because I made treats as well and brought them in this morning, didn't I?
No. But just back to these roses, because the value there is
amazing.
Incredible. and you're saving £50 today. Now, you bought these roses last year, didn't you?
Last year, and what I'm really and was completely blown away by was how good the displays are in year one.
Yeah.
And I did this little video, and that was quite early on in the season. But look at how many roses are on there. But don't just look at the flowers. Look at how many buds you can see waiting to burst into bloom. It was incredible. And that's just one of them, by the way. Remember that you're getting 4. You're getting the red, the yellow, the pink, and the white. All I needed to do was just deadhead a little bit, you know, take out some of those faded ones, and it just kept coming back. It was amazing.
Now, honestly, if we were to sell you one of these roses,
potted,
potted in a normal pot, just a plastic normal pot, you could pay £29.96 for one. I don't know, the one that you just saw in your garden.
Absolutely, yeah.
But to buy it as a bare root right now is just sensational value. It's a smart way of gardening and of shopping. And we cannot emphasise enough, they're so easy to grow.
They're really easy to grow. Once you get them home, as Shaun was explaining in the clip, you just unwrap, you soak, you put it into a pot.
Yeah.
Bit of mycorrhizal if you want to, but the best thing is, I mean, I don't think I even put mycorrhizal into those ones that I definitely didn't. In fact, I just planted it in our amazing premium professional compost, and those were the displays that I got in year one from all 4 of them. They're so reliable. And
don't forget, if you want to get them delivered free, just buy one other item today, pop it in your basket, get your basket to over £30. Yeah.
And I would recommend getting 4 of your Diablos, because these will look amazing in here. They will live happily in here for many, many years. Plus, we've got a double up deal on the Diablo. You'll get your free delivery. You'll get your free your free gift.
Tête bouclée.
Tête bouclée. And yes, you'll get that free postage, but only if you enter that code. Remember, it's YGTV. 49?
Yes! YGTV 49. 1 year off that big fiver. That's how you need to remember it.
I know. I'm not there yet.
1 year off the big fiver.
I'm not there yet.
No.
Not far off, but I'm not there yet.
You've got ages. Got ages. Anyway, lovely to have your company. Welcome to YouGarden TV. You're with myself, Shaun, Ryan, the lovely Bex Edwards. We're with you live till 1 o'clock. Any questions?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah,
we'll do our best to answer them.
We really will. We would love to hear from each and every one of you. But don't miss out on those pots. Seriously, the value today is incredible. 1 for $11.99, normally $22.99, but if you double it, you can get 2 for $14.99, which is $7.50 a pot. And they look so good. And they're lightweight, they're UV stabilised, they're frost-proof, they're everything you'd ever want, aren't they?
I love them.
Yeah,
I really love them. I want them.
Right, we better move on.
We've got more roses.
Yeah, say good morning to my mum, won't you?
Ah, yes. Where am I? Over here. Good morning, Carol.
Yeah, there you are. There's my mum. Yeah, my mum, she loves watching the show.
No, don't ask that. Don't ask
how my
that.
mum is. She's 83. She'll just tell you about all her ailments. She will.
To be fair, I'm the same. Oh, I didn't sleep well last night.
Yeah, you were like that this morning. And then Stu was the same. It was only me that came in like, oh, I'm great.
And you were at a party. You're the one who's supposed to come in all jaded this morning.
No, I was still quite good. I went to bed. I left the party at 10.
You're good.
I was good. Like
I can't leave. I've got the fear of missing out. I have to stay till the end.
Oh, FOMO, yes.
To the bitter end.
Anyway. Hang on, this is really good value as well.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I'd forgotten the price of this. So it is the Rose Apricot Old English Shrub Rose. 1 for $9.99, postage included. Or you can double up and go for 2 for $14.98.
Look at that rose.
Each. And it's a lovely double, isn't it?
It's such a beautiful, not only the shape, not only the amount of petals, but the colour, that beautiful apricot colour that you're getting on here. It's just classic. It's kind of traditional looking. It's repeat flowering as well, so this will just keep going for you all the way through the summer. June, July, August, September, October. You get waves of these flowers coming through. And they're just ridiculously easy to plant and grow. I genuinely, I say this every time, apologies to the regulars, but I really did think that roses were really tricky to grow, which is why I always avoided them. I never grew them. And I've gone, in the last couple of years, from having no roses in my garden, and with my standard roses and a few, I've got 9 different roses in my garden now, because they're easy.
The breeders have worked really hard to make them a lot more disease resistant. a lot easier to grow. One thing I can honestly say is bare roots are the best way of getting a rose.
Yeah.
I mean, we could sell this again in summer in a pot with lots of buds and flowers and charge you several times the price.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you could get it from $9.99 today.
But it's amazing saving that you can get. It's the gardener's way to get great value for money, but it's also the best way to get the best results.
I agree.
Because what you're doing is you're planting this from the beginning. You're not then transferring it. You're not having to put the plant through any kind of shock and stress. Now what it does by planting a bare root is it puts all of its, because it's sort of dormant.
Yeah.
Once you plant it, it puts all of its focus into growing southwards. It puts all of its focus into creating that lovely strong root ball. Then when it comes to the spring, it's already got this lovely strong root ball, so it can put all of its focus into going upwards. So you get better results quicker, basically. It might take a little bit of time just to establish, but once it is, wow, the results you get are amazing.
But you will get, if you plant this now, you will get roses.
Next summer. And plenty of them as well. And it'll just keep getting better and better for you. And it's winter hardy as well. So it comes to you with our lifetime guarantee. If you are new to bare roots, honestly, if you can take a potted plant and put it in the ground, you can take a bare root and put it in the ground. It's pretty much the same process. All you've got to do is soak those roots first.
Yeah. One little tip, and you don't have to use this, but we both use mycorrhizal. It's called Root Grow on our website. And this is a natural fungi that actually develops the secondary root system faster. So you sprinkle a little bit of that in the bottom of the hole as you're planting your rose, and it really will help. But not just for roses.
No, it's for everything, for every plant. And you only need to do it once. It's fantastic if you are using pots, if you're growing a lot of things in pots, because obviously it's a contained unit. So what you're doing is creating that kind of secondary system, that kind of mini ecosystem in the ground, or in the pot, should I say. But it's also fantastic for you to put into the ground, and as I say, you only have to do it once.
Yeah, and you can see there trees, shrubs, roses and edibles as well, and you've got the RHS name on there as well.
Anything with the RHS name on.
Yes, it's always a good sign, isn't it?
They know what they're doing, don't they? Apparently.
So we have got one of these roses for $9.99, two for $14.98. But the mycorrhizal, also you can add it to your basket as well. The roses are brilliant value, double up deal today, £7.50. But here's a little clip film just to show you a little bit more about how mycorrhizal actually works.
Root grow mycorrhizal fungi is suitable for flowering plants, trees, shrubs and edibles, ensuring a far greater chance of survival and improved natural vigour. Simply apply by sprinkling the granules over the base of the planting hole to roughly match the area of your new plant's pot base. Just 1 or 2 scoops per plant is usually enough. Place your plant directly onto the granules, ensuring direct contact with the plant roots. This is important to help the mycorrhizal fungi propagules, contained in the granules, colonize your plant's roots. Now you can backfill the planting hole as usual. Within a few weeks, the mycorrhizal fungi will create a secondary root system that will support the plant for its entire lifetime, vastly increasing the uptake of vital nutrients and water from the soil.
Yeah, it's a really good product, and I think it's worth that $12.99. 100-066. But yeah, good morning. We are live with you from our potting shed. We're actually broadcasting from an 11-acre nursery.
Yeah, right in the heart of Lincolnshire.
Yes.
It's beautiful here. It really is, isn't it? It is.
And we've got lots of plans for YouGarden TV next year. So thank you for joining us in what really is the early stages, but the nursery's been here for many, many years and is run by experts. We've got great reviews on FIFO, Trustpilot, great customer service as well.
Fantastic, yeah. Honestly, they did. We're not just saying it. Genuinely, this is a business that really does care about what they create and the customers that they have. Yeah. This is why they have that lifetime guarantee with their winter hardy products. You know, I think it's a lovely place to work.
Yeah, it is.
We're genuinely very proud.
And it's a great place to shop. So, and we do really want to look after each and every one of you as customers. So if you ever do have a problem with an order, and it happens very, very rarely, but you need to tell us. Don't ever be shy. We can only help if we know. So if you ever something isn't quite right, just contact our customer care team and they will do their very best to more than make it right.
More than make it right, yes.
Now, I remember a couple of weeks ago, we had the ferns on at $9.99 and they sold really well, amazing value.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, the price has been dropped, so we've got it on the show today to the lowest price ever, $6.99 for 6 plugs.
Yeah,
Wow.
we love this little collection here. I mean, it's little now, but it won't stay little. It is such a clever collection of plants that you're getting here because it's been specially curated, really cleverly put together to give you a variety of sizes, of colours, of shapes, of different types of foliage. And the beautiful thing about the hardy fern collection is that it's a real problem solver. Those areas in your garden that are shady, that are tricky to fill, where the weeds grow, but you can't get anything else to grow, this is the collection that you need for there, because they love being in the shade.
Or you maybe have got a whole border that struggles because it's in shade. You can do a whole border full of ferns and grasses and things like that, and it can look amazing.
And it will look amazing, and it will look amazing all year round as well, because these are evergreen, although there's one that's semi-evergreen. But yes, you are getting pretty much an evergreen collection here. And there's a variety of sizes. So some are going to reach 50 centimetres, some are going to reach 70 centimetres, some are going to reach 100 centimetres. You don't have to worry about that, by the way. All of the details, if you go onto the item number on the website, it does tell you the names of all of them and the ultimate heights that they will reach. Plus, they are labelled on the packaging, on this mini greenhouse, we call it. This is how they arrive to you. On the front here, there is a label with the names on. There is also a letter down the side of here, A, B, C, D, E, and F, that corresponds to the name on here. And then if I turn the mini greenhouse around, just in those little circles there, you can see that there are letters.
Oh, yes.
So obviously those letters correspond to the label on the front. So please, when you get it home, show it some love, show it some attention, open it up, but don't take any of them out yet, because you want to know which one is which.
And I have done that. I've been all excited before. I've just opened it up and just like took every plant out and go, oh, look.
Oh, look
and
at
I'm
these.
like, oh, which one was which?
Exactly, yeah. So you want to know, because you want to know which one's going to be shorter, so you plant it at the front. You don't want to plant the short one at the back, do you?
But that is amazing value, and you will get your free bulbs. Your Tech Boucle, which are worth $9.99, you will get them free with every single order today. Orders coming in, so thank you so much to each and every one of you. Now, you really like the Iris Bex, don't you?
I do adore them.
I remember my mum had these last year in one of her borders.
I think it's the
They
colours.
were really pretty. They were
really
gorgeous.
think it's that colour combination.
They really stood out, I have to say.
The cobalt blue colour of these particular ones, but then when you add in what looks like somebody's taken a paintbrush to them, that yellow with the white little stripes going on there, it's quite reminiscent of an orchid, isn't it? The way that those colours come through. They're so beautiful. They've got just an outstanding colour plus an outstanding fragrance as well. Nice early flowering. So these are going to be a great source of nectar for, those early pollinators that come out. And also, if you put them into the ground, they will naturalise. So they will just keep getting bigger and better.
Do you know, I know my mum, funny enough, she doesn't like fully grown irises. I say she doesn't like them, but in her last garden, she had some irises and they just were a bit too big and kind of took over a bit. But she loves these because they are true miniatures. And you do want to plant them en masse because they're not huge, about 20 centimetres.
But yeah, about 15, 20 centimetres height. I should have a second bag out here, but we do have a double up deal. So this is one bag, but you could go for the double up deal and get 70 in total. And I would recommend, if you can, going for the 70, because as you say, you want to plant them en masse because they're quite dainty, let's say.
But they are absolutely gorgeous, and if you have got a smaller garden, or if you want to put these in pots, they would look fantastic.
I'm thinking,
postage is included.
I'm big on planting things through the lawn, so I've got my crocus and my daffodils. I could put some iris through the lawn as well, couldn't I? That would be nice.
The amount of stuff you've got in there, you'll never be able to mow your lawn, Bex, I'll tell you.
I quite like it. I'm really excited about spring coming around. I might just get a bag of those and plant some of those through the lawn.
The only thing is, I just think, because they fly a bit later, I think, you know what I mean? It might be difficult to cut the lawn.
We'd be like this through the lawn. Yeah. Maybe. All right, pots. Let's go with pots. Plant them in some pots.
You could dig an extra border in the middle of the lawn and put them in there. Get rid of some of that lawn.
I won't get away with that. They use it as a football ground. I've got some pots for them.
What have you got?
Stu's going to get mad at me.
Oh, they'd be great, yes.
So if you want some pots
These
for
are
your
perfect.
iris, we got a pack of 5 of the Torino planters. So you will get 5, all the same size.
Yeah,
and
that'd be
actually, I'm just thinking
great.
70. If you did the double up deal and you did 70, that'd be what, 12 per
14.
14
Yeah.
per, which would be. That would be perfect. I
Yeah.
think 14
Yeah.
in there.
I mean, it'd be really nice and full.
It'd be nice and
Yeah.
full, but that would be perfect. So you could have 5 absolutely gorgeously filled pots, all the same, with your iris.
I like that. And the blue,
I'm excited
it looked
about
quite
that.
stunning next to that kind of coppery colour.
Yeah, so if you are looking for some pots,
Yeah.
those are great. But if you're definitely looking for pots to go with your iris, those are also great.
And now is a great time to plant those. You're going to flower sort of mid-spring, March, April time.
March, April time, yeah.
They're really pretty. So my mum got them last year, and one of her borders looked
that
amazing with
colour.
them. I know.
I'm in love with that colour.
Aren't they gorgeous? Oh.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah. Anyway,
Really
it's a
love them.
double up deal, and you've got your postage included as well. 600 151. Do use our code. I know we've banged on it about it a lot, but definitely use that code YGTV40 because that unlocks all the deals, and you're going to get your free Tech Boucle bulbs. Remember, 15 of those free with every single order today, and free postage when you spend over £30. Now, something else on my little list, my big list this week, this choice. I have already got a choice, yeah, but not this one, and I think this is just so pretty.
Yeah, there's something absolutely beautiful about this one.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
the
really
name
nice.
Dazzler really is apt for this particular one,
Yeah,
because
wine dazzler.
when this comes into bloom, it really is going to dazzle, not only visually but also nasally.
Yeah, amazing. Well, the fragrance, and my friends Penny and Malcolm in my village have got one of these, and I did go and see it last springtime, and you're right, the fragrance was absolutely incredible.
It really is. This is probably the most outstanding of all the choicea varieties. I have a beautiful choicea, but it's not this one. It gets completely covered in those blooms, and it's got this heavenly orange citrus scent to it. It's lovely and compact as well. I think most choiceas are, aren't they? They have a really nice kind of growth habit to them.
they grow neat in a neat manner.
They
I would
do.
say.
You don't need to. There's only a little bit of pruning you need to do just to sort of keep it nice and tidy, but it's very minimal pruning.
I always think I've got a budleia in my garden, and I never think budleias grow neatly in a neat fashion. They're not,
No.
you know. But choiceas, they are always this lovely kind of mound,
Yeah.
this ball shape. And the foliage, bear in mind, it is December. It's 6th of December today? 7th?
It is.
Sorry,
7th.
Look how lovely the foliage is.
Yeah, 7th.
Totally evergreen. It loves a sunny spot, this one.
Loves a sunny spot, yes. Well, cope with a little bit of shade, but obviously if you want that flower power, you definitely want it in a bit of sunshine. It is winter hardy, so it has our lifetime guarantee, and it has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden
Yeah.
Merit as well. So this one is it's easy, this one. This is easy gardening, but the best displays.
And that has recently been brought down in price. It's now just £11.99. It is an absolute stunner, that one. 5-1-002. Now we have got, I just want to go back to our most popular item so far on the show. And honestly, if you're looking for a deal today, or you might be gift shopping.
Yeah.
See, I think these, when it comes to Christmas gifts, it's very easy just to go to the supermarkets, the chemists, and go and just get those gift sets, 3 for 2 or whatever. But a lot of them are quite meaningless. Mm-hmm. When you actually maybe plant something up and give it as a gift, I think it's just so much more special. And these planters today, obviously they don't come with the plants. With our lovely Craig, who works setting the show up with us, he planted these up for us very quickly. But we're actually doing today, these are normally $8.99 each. So to get 2 would normally be the best part of £18. Today, it's a buy one get one free. You get 2 for $5.99. So they're about a third of the price that they would normally be. And we've just planted them up to show you what you could maybe give as a gift. We put 3 of our hellebores in here. What a fabulous gift that is!
I
isn't
think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the thing is, it's the gift that keeps giving, because the hellebores would happily live in this pot
They would.
for the pretty much the rest of their lives, because they're nice and compact. I mean, we put 3 in because they're smaller, but this is giving you an idea of what they will grow into, because they'll grow 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres.
So one would actually fill the pot.
One would fill it beautifully, and it will come back for them year after year after year. Or if they wanted to take the hellebore out and plant it into a border, they've then still got the pot to be able to use for whatever else they want to use it for. So as far as gifts are concerned, I don't think you can go too far wrong with it.
No.
You can remove this off here as well. They just clip into the side, so you can remove it and just have it as a pot if you want to. I think it looks beautiful though.
That is a crazy price. It works out £3 per planter with the bird trellis. £3, which is amazing. Club members, you get 10% off that price, so you get 2 for £5.40-ish.
It's a great,
isn't it?
Great price today.
Yeah,
We're definitely into
Club
the clearance
members,
season, aren't we?
£2.70 each. But I think they're really lovely. I think they just would really go with any type of garden. Although I'm thinking, if you've got maybe more of a country cottage garden, traditional garden, lots of wildlife and birds in there, they look really nice.
They would look beautiful, yeah. See, now I was going to get the bird seed for my mum, but now we've been talking about that. Maybe I should do this.
Because she loves birds, doesn't she?
She loves the birds. She feeds the birds all the time, but that'd be really nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it would. But they are selling really quickly. And if you want to be cheeky today, you could do some separate orders and get your free bulbs with all those individual orders.
So for
£5.99, obviously plus your postage, so that brings it up to £10.98. You're going to get 2 of those delivered, and you're going to get your free bulbs worth £9.99.
I know.
Which is absolutely amazing value for money. They're really attractive. The bird trellis here, so they are selling really, really quickly. Lots of you multi-ordering. But that is an incredible price.
They do have the lip on them as well, so if you want to move them around, somebody asked a question about that with the Diablo planters earlier, you can actually get your fingers underneath here to be able to move them.
Now.
Yeah, don't.
Just in case the unclips.
Yeah, because they're just clips into the side, so it's much better to move them around like this. But yeah, they are made of plastic as well, so we're big fans of these plastic pots now, aren't we? Because they're designed to look like expensive, beautiful terracotta or metal or whatever, but you get none of the side effects, you get none of the downsides. With the plastic, it's more lightweight, it's UV stabilised, it's frost resistant, so it's not going to crack and damage with, the changing weather conditions. And they are designed to last you for many, many years. Now,
we've actually planted them up with the hellebores that we showed you earlier. So if you want this look, the planter's 2 for £5.99. If you want to go for the hellebores, it's this really special variety. You get 3 for £16.99, working out about £5.66 each, so amazing value. And this variety, don't forget, it's called Christmas Carol. It's been bred to produce far more buds and flowers over a longer flowering period, and they have an amazing plant that's going to give you colour all winter long. 560054. Now all you'll need is a bit of compost if you're planting things up, and we've got a lot of compost.
Steady on. It's falling over the plant pots now.
Yes, you see, I've just given this planter a big bash and it's fine. My leg's not so good, but the planter's fine. We've got our professional premium compost for you right now. 100 litres for just £24.98. This compost is incredible, isn't it?
It's such good compost.
We were talking about it earlier, and we couldn't imagine the garden show without it, really.
No, I really can't. I mean, there's a reason that this is, it's the bestseller, isn't it?
By far.
The bestseller that here at YouGarden. Obviously, a lot of the plants do well, but this.
We've sold millions of litres of this
over
many years.
Our regulars, I do ask occasionally if you wouldn't mind putting a little message into the group. If you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on YouTube, just let any of our new viewers know how good this is, because it's amazing when actual customers do comment, isn't it? It gives such good results.
I've had people stop me in the street and start talking about compost. Yeah, I really have.
It's that good, I promise you. It's got these amazing ingredients in here. Our lovely friend Hayley, she comes and presents the shows occasionally. She described it to me once as the 5 a day that your plants need.
Oh, like that.
So we need our 5 a day, our plants need their 5 a day. And this really does give your plants so many amazing ingredients that they can feed off. We've got in here 3 different types of peat. We've got the black and the white peat in here. Now, that has been reduced over the years, keeping up with environmental environmental concerns, and then that has been replaced by other vitally important and incredible ingredients, one of which is the composted wood fibre.
Yeah, and that gives it such great texture, and it allows the roots to really develop. And
these are roots.
Yeah, there's your roots. But that texture is so important.
It is.
We were saying sometimes you buy compost and it's dank and it's heavy, and you just think, well, are the roots going to get sort of suffocated? Are they not going to get enough oxygen? Are they going to be hindered because the compost is just too wet all of the time? But that composted wood fibre just gives it such great texture and aeration, for want of a better word.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a lovely light, airy texture, which means roots can breathe and grow, and they can form really strong root structures. And a strong root structure means bigger, better, healthier plants. I can't say it any simpler than that.
Now, you've also got, and I've just seen a few there, the slow-release fertiliser. By the way, that's the difference with our compost compared to standard compost. So you can see there the roots, far more of them, far healthier, and more roots means the plant's going to grow bigger, it's going to be stronger, it could potentially be a lot more disease resistant, but also it means more flowers and more shoots. If it's a vegetable, it means more crops or better yields. But they've also, in this compost, we've also included the slow release fertiliser, and that's going to feed the plants for up to 6 months, isn't it?
Yeah, and slow release is amazing because it means the plants can take the feed as and when they need it. You'll still do your water-based feeding throughout the summer months, but this is really important. Being able to eat as and when you need it, that's important for us. So it's also important for your plants as well. We've also got lime in here, which balances out the pH of the compost. Now, this means that this becomes a compost that you can use for pretty much everything that you plant, be that in your borders, in your pots. Even your houseplants will thank you for living in here.
I mean, we've both had quite a lot of success recently with our houseplants.
Amazing, yeah.
And it's just simple things like repotting. And Victoria and Elaine are chatting about this on the group chat.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
I do appreciate it.
Saying good things, which is lovely to hear.
10-star product, Elaine.
Oh,
I agree with you. It's fantastic.
But it really is worth the money. And I know I've said, if you're a rigger, and I've said this a few times recently, but I do go to garden centres. Normally just go to get a slice of cake and a coffee. But I have seen the prices of regular compost, and it's about, for 50 litres, on average, I'd say about £9 now for 50 litres, so £18 for 100 litres. So you could say, oh, well, YouGarden, a little bit more expensive, and we don't claim to be the cheapest. We do claim we believe to be the best. But actually, we do deliver free of charge. So that.
Oh, not even that. I always do that.
You don't need it, because it is delivered free of charge. We also give you the free gift, and we pretty much have a free gift on every show.
Yeah, so far.
They're the Tête Bouclée bulbs, 15 of those. We sold those on the show. You'll recognise them for £9.99. So if you take off the value of those, suddenly we're at about £15 for the compost. And then if you are a club member, you get 10% off as well.
Yeah.
So the value is actually really good.
It really does bring that value down. So if it's a cost-saving thing, then yes, absolutely, we can argue that our value is brilliant. But this is very much about the quality of what you are buying here.
And we firmly believe you become a better gardener overnight just by using this compost.
100%.
Yeah.
I definitely have. I have seen amazing results, and particularly in my garden with the clay
Same
soil, where a lot of plants have struggled to grow. I dig bigger holes, put loads of this in, and all of a sudden things are growing that never used to.
And I can honestly say I use this for our pub garden. I look after a few gardens, and whenever I've made up hanging baskets, and occasionally I've used another compost, I've run out, I've had to just buy some, but whenever I've made hanging baskets, oh yeah. A couple of years ago, the front baskets at the pub were dreadful, and they were done in a different compost.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I had to take them down and redo them with this compost. So occasionally you do run out, and you have to buy something else. Try not to run out. Stock up now. And actually, if you're trying to get free postage, maybe there's something else on the show that's got postage on it. Just buy some compost.
Yeah, because you're always going to use it.
Yeah.
You are always going to use it. Even if it's not right now, you will use it.
And so pop pop the other items in your basket, then you get free delivery if it's over £30. But we are, at that point, we're going to have a quick reminder of some of the great items we've seen so far on YouGarden TV. We've had some lovely stuff, haven't we?
Yeah, and we've still got loads more. So
Yes.
if you can, stick around, because I'm going to go, while Shaun talks to you, I'm going to go and change that table.
Yeah, Bex is going to do the hard work now. So let's remind you of some of the great items we've had today on YouGarden TV. Now, the hellebores have been selling really well.
Of course they have, because they're brilliant.
It's about the last week since we took the price down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been really, really popular. And you are going to get 3 of these for $16.99. Now, this is a very special variety. It's actually called Christmas Carol. It's been bred to produce far more buds, far more flowers over a longer period. Hellebores love a shady spot, so outside they do great in shade and amongst trees and things like that. But also over Christmas, do you know what? Have some inside. Put them in some nice Christmas pots. They will look absolutely amazing. And they're just gorgeous flowers, aren't they? And I particularly like this variety because the flowers are a little bit more upright. So you get to see them more. They're not shy, they're a little bit more upright. Amazing value, $16.99, 560054, saving £13 today. Then we brought you the large amaryllis. Oh my word, as a bulb, these are spectacular. We grew one every year as a child. So today we've taken off the postage, $9.99, but postage is included. It is a large bulb, so likely to have more than one stem. On the larger bulbs, you tend to get one either side of the bulb, so two stems. Each will produce several flowers, and you can get a really good height on these, 50 centimetres. You may even get them taller, actually. But don't forget, you can get them to reflower. Takes a little bit of effort, but all you need to do when they're finished flowering, chop the stems off, keep feeding, keep watering, let the leaves form, do that all through summer. You can even put it outside in the summer months. Then when it comes to autumn, bring it inside, be mean, stop watering, stop feeding, put it in the dark. It'll think it's done something really bad, but it will then hopefully start to form some more stems and some more flowers. It takes about 10 to 12 weeks for that process to happen, but it should, with a bit of luck, flower year after year after year if you follow those rules. 630121 and £9.99 postage is included. And you'll get your free bulbs, don't forget, with every single order, even if it's a little order. Now, our Ceanothus, I am ordering this. Why do I not have this in my garden? I don't know, but I will be buying one today because this is a plant that flowers every year without fail, April, May time, and you will just get this sea of lilac. Absolutely stunning. Loves a sunny position, will tolerate part sun, of course, as well. Very easy to grow, really easy to grow. Winter hardy, so fully winter hardy. And they can grow quite big, you know, a couple of metres and more, but they are very easy to prune and keep in shape as well. And they are evergreen as well. The price on that, and I've presented shows with YouGarden for 20 years on various channels, over 20 years actually, but honestly the value on that today at $6.99 is incredible. 510886 for the Ceanothus there, massively reduced in price. It's actually less than half price today. Then we've also got a brilliant deal on this exquisite cordyline. It's called Can-Can. So when we think of Can-Can, I don't know, I just think of fun, party, lots of colours. And you have got fantastic colours on this one, several colours, pinks and creams and greens. $9.99, but it is a buy one, get one free. We do say they're winter hardy, so they do come with our lifetime guarantee, but if it's particularly cold, I mean, nowadays we just never know what's going to happen climate-wise, then just tie it up in the winter, protect the crown, put a little bit of fleece around it, and that will just give it that extra helping hand if it is particularly cold. But we do consider them fully winter hardy. 680248 and £9.99. Buy one, get one free as well. Now also, if you are trying to get your basket to over £30 to get the free postage. This is a great little basket filler. It's a lavender Hitcot. It is the English lavender. Loves a sunny spot, will tolerate poor soils. It's not too fussy about soil type. But just, all I say is just don't put it in very wet soil that is cold. So it does like to be nice, well-drained soil in a sunny spot, but it is easy to grow, and it is a magnet for bees and butterflies. And I love it down a pathway like that. Now, we have got an offer when you click onto this on the website. The more you buy, the more you save. So if you're thinking of doing a whole border in lavender, or you're thinking of doing, I think if you've got a long winding pathway, lavender either side looks amazing, but also formal borders as I mentioned. But if you buy, say, 10 on the website, you'll get 10 free, and the price goes down the more that you actually buy on that one. Or if you just want to go for a couple, it's a buy one, get one free at £3.99. 510319. Then we brought you the standard patio rose collection. There's nothing standard about these. They're really beautiful. They're called standards because these are roses that have been grafted on tall stems. So you get what I call that lovely lollipop shape. This is Bex's, one of her 4 from last year. This was the first year of planting. So don't think you're gonna have to wait years to get a great display. No, this was the very first year. So they arrive as 4 bare roots. You can plant them in pots right now. Just give the bare root a good soaking for a couple of hours. Use our premium compost. They will be dormant throughout the winter months, but as it comes to spring, we'll start to get the shoots, followed by the buds and the flowers. And they are working out today. You've actually got a £50 saving on those. Amazing value. They're normally £20 each. Today, they are £7.50. 530199. Now, something that I use every single time that I garden without fail. Heavy duty pots. Honestly, love these. I've actually got a couple of Christmas trees growing in them right now. I'll be honest, the pots, they're not the most attractive, so I'm going to festive them up. But my word, are they brilliant. They are a commercial graded pot. So, first of all, really heavy duty, hence the name. The plastic is very, very strong. The handles are moulded in, so you can carry things like logs in there. If you're bringing logs in for your log burner, you probably need it on this week. But also great for tidying up leaves. When I'm weeding, I use it as a garden trug. But actually, the pots are big enough and well designed enough to grow even fruit trees in. So many of our fruit trees on our website that are being sold as bare roots right now would be perfect in these pots. And great for potatoes, great for tomatoes, great for pretty much everything actually. 130011, and postage is included on those today as well at just £19.99. But we have got so many great pots.
Loads of them. Well, we've got a selection, but there's loads more on the website.
Yeah.
But these are some of the amazing deals that have been really popular the last couple of weeks.
And we've gone big, medium, smaller.
Smaller.
Not small.
Well, I've still got the small ones. I've still got the Torinos somewhere if you want smaller ones.
So where should we start, Bex?
Should we go Jimmy?
Shall we?
These are called the Hendricks.
It was Stu, our head of technical, who was nicknamed the Jimmy. And I was like, first time I said it was like, can we go to the Jimmy's next? I'm thinking, where's the Jimmy?
What's a Jimmy?
The Hendrixes.
They're
fabulous. These,
I love these.
God.
I think they're really, really beautiful. They're a great size as well. And it's a great deal. Obviously, it's pretty much a half price deal that you're getting here because you are getting both of them.
Wait, is that? Yeah.
Yeah. I adore the design. I think the brushed kind of champagne bit that you've got at the top with the black at the bottom, it looks very decadent, very rich,
you
expensive.
could imagine them in a hotel courtyard.
You totally could. Outside of a beautiful, I don't know, salon or not salon, spa.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. With some kind of beautiful plant at the top of them. A cordyline, maybe. We've got a few of those on the show today. Those would work beautiful. Or maybe if you invested in our potted Christmas trees recently and you're looking for a pot to put one in, this would be amazing because also you could make it look a bit festive as well, couldn't you?
I think you could.
I think it's gorgeous. It's a nice, decent size as well. So we are talking 17-inch width on here, but it does have a trough in the bottom there. So that means that you are saving on the amount of compost you need to put in here, because you don't need that much compost in there. So you're saving on the amount of compost, but that also creates a nice little water reservoir as well.
So if it's a particularly dry season, that's going to help, isn't it?
It definitely helps your potted plants. You can see that there's drainage holes in the bottom of there as well. But I just think for the price
it's amazing
of
value.
those is incredible. Even if you've got no idea what you're going to do with them yet, I would invest in these and just put them to one side until you decide what you're going to do. Because I don't think, I mean, we're obviously in clearance, you know, we don't do these kinds of prices and these kinds of deals often.
And I do wonder why the pots are such good value today, because we can sell pots all year round.
Yeah, we could.
But 2 for the price of 1, basically. And they are amazing. If you've got a small garden, a really small garden, they're not for you. But if you've got a large area, they're going to look really dramatic. And I love the idea of putting a Christmas tree in there.
Yeah, I mean,
a potted one, obviously.
Either side of the front door, you know, with some amazing planting, that's really going to elevate what the front of your house looks like.
However,
certainly would mine, anyway.
I'll be honest, I'm not going to buy those pots today, but I am going to buy the Diablos today, Bex.
Are you? I do love the Diablos.
Like these. Now, these are normally, well, prices vary, but they were definitely sold at $18.99
at some point in the past, yes.
Okay.
So we've got a label on there.
So bear that in mind. So yeah, there's no
we haven't
point.
Purposely stuck that on, by the way.
So I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you the price of these today. Bear in mind, one of them $18.99 there. We are going to do one of these today for $11.99, but better still, if you double up, you're going to get 2 for $14.99. And they're beautiful. I love the aged look that you've got on these.
Yeah, I think it's the design on these.
Yeah.
You know, the price is amazing, but it wouldn't matter what the price was if the pot was ugly. It is not an ugly pot. It's absolutely gorgeous. You've got that lovely, it's a bit of a stone effect, isn't it? And then that metallic effect going on here, but there's nothing heavy and lightweight about these because they are plastic pots, which means they're incredibly lightweight, really easy for you to move around your garden. They have got that lip under there. Somebody was asking us earlier, will I be able to move them? Yes, you can get your fingers under here and you will be able to lift them and move them. That's not a problem at all. They have the drain.
They're very robust.
They are incredibly robust. They have the drainage hole in the bottom as well, so you don't have to drill that in there. It's already there, not a problem at all.
They're so.
I like them.
Yeah, just looking at just the design in general, they're really well designed.
They're really sturdy.
Yeah, they are.
Properly sturdy.
And they look solid. You'd never know they were.
You wouldn't know.
Not ceramic, would you?
I used to be really fussy about pots. I used to spend more on the pot than I did on the plant because I thought it had to be stone, it had to be ceramic, it had to be this. But actually, I've discovered that, you know, I have more problems with those kinds of pots. They crack and they break because of the cold weather to the hot weather. If they fall over, they crack. If you drop them, they crack.
I've still got a few plants that really need to come in the greenhouse. I've got a tree fern. Right. Big one. It should have been brought in, really, but it's in a big ceramic pot, and I'll be honest, I just couldn't face. Well, I mean, I couldn't lift it, even with 2 of us, so I have to use one of those sack barrow things. Yeah. But then it's really awkward. You've got to tie it on, and the sack barrow, it kind of struggles with it. So I've not got round to bringing it in. I've covered it with fleece, but you really need to come in the greenhouse. But the point is, heavy pots, you dread moving them around.
You do, absolutely, because they're heavy and you're worried about damaging them.
Yeah, and sometimes lifting heavy things can damage you, can't it?
Yeah.
So
more so these days, I've discovered.
No, as you get a bit older, though,
you feel it.
You do feel it.
You do.
So there are so many reasons to go for a plastic pot when they look that good. Really busy for those, though, and I'm not surprised. And obviously, all deals do come to an end. We don't keep deals going forever and ever. So while these are on special today, 2 for $14.99, working out $7.50 each. Grab them while you can.
Yeah, I think that's an amazing deal, definitely.
It really is.
Yeah.
And you're going to get free bulbs as well. The other ones that we've just changed the details, are the Prisma planters. And we were saying, look, we drove to work today. It was...
Oh, it's grey. It was miserable.
Absolutely miserable, wasn't it?
It wasn't one of those lovely, bright, sunshiny winter days that I love so much. No, it was one of those grey, horrible, wet and rainy days. And this is why we love these pots. So for completely opposite reasons to why we love the other ones. These are bright and beautiful and colourful. And they add that splash of colour into your garden where we don't have that many flowering things, you know? So this just adds that colour that we're desperate for during these winter months.
There's an area of my garden that is decked And in the winter, I put all coloured pots like that. And I'll be honest, it's a bit of a mishmash.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's just random coloured pots. And I've got really bright pink ones, yellow ones, purple ones. But it really works in winter. In summer, I try and go all sophisticated and I do all white pots. I try. But I do, because you've got lots of colour with your bedding plants and things. So I'll put things like geraniums and salvias and gazanias and things. But in the winter, I do use coloured pots, and it does lift your spirits.
It really does make a difference. I've got these now. I'd put hosta in them over the summer months.
Yeah, and they look great.
They look really beautiful with the hosta. I mean, we've been colour coding these. So, like, I've got the calacarpa here.
Yeah, this looks good in
which
here.
we adore the calacarpa. It's one of our favourite plants. But, you know, if you wanted a home for your calacarpa into the purple pot, how beautiful is that? Or if you wanted to, you could go for the purple in the pink, which I think would look gorgeous as well. So you could, I mean, I just think there's so much you can do with those.
Yeah.
Really do.
And the value, again, they're working out about £2.32 each.
Yeah, and they're really decent sized pots as well. It's not like they're sort of small and you can only do a few things with those. There's lots of things that could live in those.
And on the website, and this is why you always need to use our code, they are on offer on the website, but they are nearly £9 for 3.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But if you use our code and you shop from our live show, you're going to get them for $6.97 for 3, which is just fantastic.
Fantastic deal, yeah.
Yeah, so we love those, and I know they've been selling again really, really well this week. 133.50. Just a quick reminder, just a couple of basic things. If you spend £30 or more, you get free delivery.
You do indeed.
So that's a promotion we have kept going because you absolutely love it, and so do we.
You've got to use the code, though. If you don't put the code in, it keeps the postage on there, even if you're over the £30. So you must enter that code in.
I think we've been good telling everyone about that code.
Yeah, I know.
Today.
I'm still going to do it.
Yeah, no, you need to. And then the other thing is, with every order today, the free gift is just gorgeous. We sold these bulbs for £9.99.
We did.
They're called Tete Boucle, and they are the most gorgeous narcissus that you can imagine. Look at this. Called boucle. Boucle is a loop used in fabrics, isn't it? You get boucle coats and boucle jackets. And you've got a really kind of, it does look, this one, doesn't it? Like the petals have kind of been looped almost. Absolutely gorgeous. £6.97 for the planters. It's all you pay, but you will get, of course, those free with every single order. And they are absolutely gorgeous. And if you place several orders, I know some of you will, I think the most orders I've placed in a week was 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 5 or 6.
Wow.
Now we're going to move on to our mushroom kit. We have got a apology to make, haven't we?
Yeah, we're really sorry. We did say it was $6.99 yesterday with free postage. We were basically supposed to do one or the other, which was either going to be $6.99 with postage or $9.99 without postage. And we did both, and we sort of got in trouble for that. So massive
But
apologies.
you were the ringleader.
Or was I? My fault.
No, I'm joking.
It's all right. I've got broad shoulders. I can take it.
I'm only joking.
We are very, very sorry, though, genuinely.
No, sorry, it just happened on our system. So apologies for that. And thank you for letting us know. And always do that. You always do that. But it is still, it's great value.
It's still a great deal. It's still a great...
yeah, because we've taken the postage off.
We've taken the postage off here. So it's $9.99. Absolutely no postage included. And it's just the best fun. I am loving this little process.
If you're at that point, you've got some gifts to buy, and you're just losing the will. You know, it's like, oh, I've still got my niece to buy, and you're like, what can I get? And you've maybe got a budget of £10, or maybe it's another little stocking full or something like that. We just think this is such a great Christmas gift.
I love it. I love it as a just because gift. Never mind as a Christmas gift. This has been absolutely fantastic. I have thoroughly enjoyed growing these. This is your grow your own mushroom kit. Grow your own organic mushrooms in your house on your windowsill with everything that you need included in this box right here.
I've never grown mushrooms. I did read the instructions, and they are so clear. But you've actually given these a go, haven't you?
Yeah, I have. I got my own mushrooms growing. So we'll talk you through the process. It's so easy.
We did pick some yesterday.
We picked 2 yesterday. I had pizza for tea last night. I chopped them up. I put them on my pizza.
Did it taste good?
I also took one and chopped it, quartered it, and cooked it in a little bit of butter and ate them. It was delicious.
Did it taste better than
it
supermarket
tasted so good.
Oh. So,
Check it out.
And there's more, obviously, there's a lot more going to come.
There's so many more going to come. Okay, we are sort of at the beginning stages. You can see so many of them. So they do start growing around the edges. You can see even more of them starting to come around the edges here. But honestly, the difference, I mean, like if you put a time-lapse video on this, you'd see a change really quickly. The amount that these two have
grown loads overnight.
Just overnight is absolutely incredible. In fact, I'm quite happy to pick those two. Do you want to pick one?
Yeah, so you give it a twist, don't you?
Twist and pull. There we go. I'm going to pick this one.
Look at that.
What? Twist and pull. Oh, I picked them both. Never mind. Who cares? So they've come out, and those I will then put those into a tub
tonight.
And I will take those home, and I'm going to cook those up and eat them. But there will be more mushrooms that come. You get like up to about 3 crops of mushrooms from this. So and this whole thing will fill out with mushrooms. More will start appearing through the centre as well.
Now, Bex and we are really keen to get children into gardening. I feel very grateful that my nan got me into gardening, my mum did. And also, I just think in terms of education, just children understanding a little bit of where food comes from and growing things. Good. You know, gardening, you'll know, you're watching right now, you obviously like gardening, some of you will love gardening. It is so rewarding. But the great thing about this mushroom kit is you don't have to wait a long time to get mushrooms. 4 weeks for you,
But
Bex,
I think I'm about 4 weeks in, and that's what I'm getting so far. And I'm going to keep getting more mushrooms. As I say, it's going to fill out. This is what you get. It comes in the box like this. The sleeve comes off, and inside there is an instruction manual. So you've
really
got
clear.
Yeah, it's really clear. You get the container here, which has got your colonised compost. You get the lid to go on the top. You also get your topsoil in a bag. So you're going to put it somewhere warm, wait for the mycelium to appear in the colonised compost, pretty much like I'm showing you there. Then you're going to put the compost on top after poking loads of holes in here and then soaking it in some water for about half an hour. Put the compost on top, put the lid on, and then put it somewhere light and warm, somewhere between 20 and 25 degrees. So on a windowsill is absolutely perfect. They've been living on my kitchen windowsill. And then you're just going to wait for about 8 days, 8-9 days. And genuinely, it was within 3 weeks, I started to see mushrooms appearing. I'm now on week 4 and I'm picking mushrooms and eating them.
I remember as a child growing cress. Yeah, and I used to love it.
It was great fun.
Did you do that as a child? You'd grow cress on the windowsill. It was just great. I used to love eating it. I remember doing silly things like cutting carrot tops off and just putting them in a bowl of water and seeing
watching the sprouts come and things.
Silly things. But I think for children to be able to grow their own mushrooms, because there is something fascinating about mushrooms,
totally.
I think. You know, they are weird and wonderful things.
Well, what I found with my kids, if I can get them interested in it, one of them's interested, the other one's not. But if I can get them interested in growing something, they're more likely to try it. Yeah. They might not like it, but at least they'll try it. Whereas if I put a mushroom in front of them and go and try that, they'll be like, no. But if they've grown it themselves, they will give it a go.
So that's a lovely kit. We've taken off the postage today. Great little stocking filler, great Christmas gift, and not just for the children, for the adults, of course, as well. 161138, and that is only $9.99. Now we're going to move on to a Mahonia next, and I had a Mahonia in my last garden, and oh my word, it was so spiky and prickly, and actually. I learned to avoid it, and the off thing was it was at the back of a deep border, so I had to sometimes go near it to weed around it. But honestly, picking up the dead leaves, oh my word, unless I had really good gloves on, it was really vicious. But this is called Soft Caress, and that is so soft.
It's so soft.
Where's the spikes, Bex?
There aren't any. It's the world's first spine-free, compact Mahonia, and that is what is absolutely incredible about this particular variety, and that's why it's called Soft Caress, because there aren't any spines, there aren't any of those horrible prickles, and it's a nice compact size as well. We know Mahonia can be quite big.
Oh, they can go huge.
They can get really big, can't they? But this one has been bred to be more compact as well.
I do love even this, the regular Mahonias, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're great as a border plant, aren't they? Absolutely fantastic.
But you just don't want to be falling into one. You really don't. And they can put you off because they are very, very safe.
In fact, I think my mum and dad, I think they planted a Mahonia out the front because we grew up on the road that leads up to the should I be saying this? That leads up to the RAF station. So all the all the RAF people would go out into the village drinking, and then they'd do hedge diving on the way home.
So you planted them out?
So my dad got annoyed.
Oh my word, that's not a bad idea though.
He got annoyed with them doing it and destroying the hedges. I mean, we used to sit in my sister's bedroom because she used to have a bedroom out the front, and we used to watch them all going back to the station at night time. It was hilarious. But my dad got annoyed with them hedge diving, so he planted some prickly bushes, and I'm sure a mahonia was one of them.
I bet it was. Well, to be
They
fair,
didn't keep jumping in those bushes after that.
well,
I can tell you.
they do act as a deterrent. You know, there are certain plants like pyrocanthus, things like that. They do.
Yeah.
They're great. As a deterrent. So this is the complete opposite. It's soft. It's gorgeous, but you still get those fabulous flowers.
Amazing flowers.
Then?
Well, sort of I mean, August, September, October is when you'll start the flowers. So yes, it's going to give you that lovely late season. So starting towards the end of the summer season, but right through into October, you get those lovely buttery yellow flowers there. And it's the sprays of flowers that you get from these that I really do enjoy. The Royal Horticultural Society have given it the badge of perfect for pollinators. So, and you can see why, can't you?
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it's evergreen as well. So even when the flowers are gone, you get that lovely sort of... it's a bit fern-like, isn't it? The way that those...
Do you know what? Yeah, it is fern-like. That is great for a smaller garden, because a lot of gardens nowadays are smaller, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, the builders like to get a lot of...
Oh, they've got to get as many on that plot as they possibly can.
But then you've got, obviously we've got a big growing population as well. But for an average-sized garden, smaller garden, that is going to be absolutely superb, and really happy in a pot as well.
Really happy in a pot. It'd be a lovely feature in a pot.
So, brand new this week, and that's 510949. We're going to move on to bromeliad next. And do you know what? I had this in my last garden, and it never flowered, and I realised it was in the wrong spot. It didn't get enough light. It actually did really well in terms of foliage, I have to say, and it had babies and things, and I ended up with lots of them, but they were all in a fairly shady spot, which was wrong, because this loves sun, doesn't it?
It does. Well, it originates from Chile.
Well, that's a clue then.
So there's a clue that, it definitely wants somewhere sort of sunny and warm. So yes, put it in as much sun as you possibly can. It does want a little bit of protection from frost, though, I would suggest, because it's winter hardy down to about -5. So
again, it depends where you live. I mean, if you live in Brighton, you might be okay.
Probably be fine,
If you live in Edinburgh, you might want to protect it.
You might want to protect it a little bit, based on where you live.
Yeah, I mean, we were chatting to some friends actually the other day, but it's amazing how... It's an obvious thing to say, but how the temperatures differ north to south.
In our tiny little country, how very different the temperatures can be.
But as you said, had it to -5, so bear that in mind. But look at that flower.
It is absolutely stunning.
Oh,
the bright kind of vivid, I'm not going to say it's electric blue, it's more of a lilac blue, isn't it? But wow, it's so bright. And then those red leaves that you get from the foliage coming off there as well.
Amazing.
It looks really tropical. It looks incredibly unusual. It's definitely interesting. It's definitely a feature.
I love that. I'm gonna get one and put it in the right place this time.
You need to.
And I remember having little side shoots that I divided off.
So you get offsets from this, which is where you can propagate this. So to be honest, once you've got one, you probably never need to buy another one, because it's a bit like an aloe vera, isn't it? They create the little babies and the offsets. So I bought one aloe vera and I've got 20 now in my house. This probably is going to be very similar, because you'll get the offsets and you'll be able to propagate from those.
Any spider plants, by the way?
Oh no, I gave up on the spider plants. I can't cope with it. The amount of babies those create.
No, truth me, I don't like to throw anything away.
No, that's my problem as well. I kept planting them up, and I was like, I can't keep doing this. The house was filled with spider plants.
That's the same.
But they get the little babies, and you've got to plant the little babies.
But actually, we should just share more, shouldn't we?
But
that will have more babies. But the flowers
I think you'll appreciate the babies that come off that, definitely.
I was just thinking, look at that plant. Isn't nature incredible?
It's beautiful.
It really is. I look at that. That is just out of this world, isn't it?
It does look out of this world. It looks alien to me in a good way. It looks like it's not of this world.
And I'm thinking, I've got a tropical area in my garden, and it's a sunny area as well. Those in some pots would look amazing in some, wouldn't they?
Yeah, definitely.
I just love that. And it was really popular actually yesterday. That's why we brought it back today.
It was, yeah.
Got £10 off. Postage is included on that one as well. 560-100 for the Broliad, which is a bicolor. And it is classed as hardy, but we say to -5, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, I do love that.
Oh, it's on the list.
Oh, it is.
It's on the list.
It's a flower. I just want those flowers. Now, also popular yesterday, if you missed yesterday's show, our Mexican lime. Now, again, we've got these at amazing deal. We are, at this time of year, we do often give you far better value because we are clearing stock on certain items. And this Mexican lime is a double-up deal. $9.99, or you can get 2 for $14.98, and postage again is included. Now, I don't want to take any more leaves off, but it really is like ultra citrusy.
I feel like I need a beer.
I know the one you mean. You know the one we put a piece of lime in?
Put a bit of lime in the top. This is all about growing.
Right, Bex, that is amazing. Seriously.
It's all about growing your own limes, and you can grow your own limes here in this country. I just think that blows my mind. I think it's incredible, and we have got an amazing deal because you can get 2 of these. If you want to, definitely go for it. But you can grow full-size limes in this country. It is the most, you get the super fragrant blossom on there, you get these amazingly fragrant leaves on there that you can use the leaves in your cooking. If you're cooking up some rice or something, you could put some leaves in there, it'll flavour the rice. But you will
I love Thai cooking, so
yeah, exactly.
And Mexican, actually.
You'll also be able to grow full-size limes. You'll be able to pick those limes and use that in your cooking, or as Shaun likes with the beer, where you stick a little bit in the top of the bottle. I like it too.
I do like that beer.
All right.
And actually, this is a good tip, Stuart, and I do this now. When I've got lemons and limes, I do actually chop them up and freeze them. Yeah. And then you can just literally put them in your G&T or whatever straight away. It makes it really easy. Now, I'm presuming in the winter we would need to keep these inside.
Absolutely, ideally, yeah. So you can put them outside during the summer months, and it's actually fantastic to do that because they can take advantage of the warm and the light and everything out there, but they are a protect from frost thing. So this is definitely something that you if you've got a conservatory, or you've got an orangery, or some beautiful area in your. I mean, you don't need to. If you can bring them indoors,
just a nice sunny room.
Nice sunny room. That'll be absolutely fantastic. They don't want to be in, too hot a room. You don't want to bring them into the living room where you've got the central heating going and you're keeping that bit warm. You need it in a cooler room. But easy to look after. You just need to bring them indoors over the winter months and then put them out during the summer months. They have a beautifully super fragrant blossom on them as well. So obviously the pollinators are going to absolutely adore them. But then you're going to grow these beautiful full-size limes on here as well.
And I love the value on these. £7.50 each, it's working.
Yeah, if you get the 2 of them, that is absolutely incredible. I haven't given these a go yet, and I really feel like I want to. I really want to grow my own limes or lemons or something like that. I think it'd be really rewarding to do that.
Well, whenever you see a home that's got... How's your drink, by the way, Bex?
Thanks very much.
It's all right. You're allowed to drink.
I'm allowed to drink, right?
Yeah. Is it a warm one or a cold one?
It's a cold one, that one.
But I always think that when you see homes with oranges and lemons and limes growing on plants, it does look amazing. And I've got a conservatory I've just recently built, and I'm going to fill it with plants like this.
It'd probably work quite nicely if you've got a decent-sized bathroom as well. Although you've got to be careful with the humidity, I suppose. That's the only thing, because over-watering in the winter is one of the biggest problems for fruit trees.
I mean, kitchen. If you've got a nice, light, airy kitchen.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good.
Could look nice, couldn't it?
Yeah. Or a little porch bit. That would be great because that'd be light but cool. That would work quite nicely.
We used to call it a sunroom when we were kids, and we had a 1970s bungalow. It had like a sunroom at the front.
Is that like a lean-to?
Well, yeah, sort of. We called it a sunroom, but it was a bit like that.
A bit like a lean-to. That's what my nan had. My nan had this beautiful. We spent all our time in there. She had loads of plants in there because she had it was really long, but it was essentially it was a lean-to. It was brilliant.
Well, I'm sure you'll know where they could go in your home, but they are. Yeah, it's really exciting, and we want to hear from you. How are you going to grow these? And let us know when you've got some limes. We want to see pictures as well. But it's a buy one get one free 340080. Can I just say, by the way, Lovely to have your company today. You're with myself, Shaun Ryan, and the lovely Bex Edwards. We're here till 1 o'clock. So if you want to say hello, if you've got any questions, then you can always come through on the chat on YouTube and Facebook. One more item, we've got hyacinths coming up next. And this is a really great mix, isn't it?
Yeah,
Loads
brilliant.
of gorgeous colours.
Spring fragrance mix.
Yes.
It's a whole mixture of colours, but it's all about, well, it's not all about beautiful, stately, gorgeous flowers that you get from this, but that fragrance that you can get from your hyacinths.
It's very distinctive, actually.
It's
the
beautiful
hyacinth
smell.
fragrance. It's lovely. And my great auntie, used to grow these every year inside. And they were, I just remember them being fantastic. Now, we are doing an offer today. 7 glorious bulbs, but it's a buy one, get one free. So you're going to actually get 14 and postage is included. It's still not too late to plant them outside.
No.
But they do make a great indoor bulb as well.
Yeah, actually, you can grow these indoors quite happily. They will flower earlier if you grow them indoors, probably January, February time. They'll flower if you have them indoors. And from outdoors, probably around sort of March, April time is where you'll get those gorgeous flowers. I love that you're getting a mixture of colours included in there. I just love that you'll get that gorgeous fragrance and the fact that you're getting that buy one, get one free. They grow to about 30 centimetres in height, so you get a decent height from these, don't you? But these will work great in window boxes as well.
They're a lovely bulb. They're one of, I always see them as a really great British bulb, a bulb that we all grew up with, that's always been popular. And you are going to get this wonderful mix. And they are called the spring fragrance mix because, yes, you will get that divine fragrance in the springtime. I was just thinking, actually, there's very few spring flying bulbs that have the fragrance of hyacinths as rich. Now, we've got to suggest maybe if you plant them outside, you put them in these pots.
Well, we've got the Prisma planters, and you don't have to choose a colour. You do get... I was going to try and carry them then.
No.
You do get all 3 of these, so you don't need to choose. You get 1 of each colour. And I was just working out how many I would put in there. I'm thinking I would put 7 in there.
I would. 7
so I'd go
each.
for the double up deal, 7 in 2 pots, and then something else in the 3rd pot.
I agree.
That would be about the right sort of number in there.
Totally agree.
But yeah, if you're looking for a pot to put them in, then these Prisma planters are absolutely fantastic because you get 3 of them.
There you go.
And they're a really, really good price for you as well. Hey, look, it works with my jumper as well. I'm sort of colour comboed
There
here
you
today.
go. And you had your hair done, remember, last week, Bex?
I know, thank you. Pointing that out.
Yeah, there's no close-ups of Bex hair last week, but when she knows she's had it done.
But we don't mind it this week, do we?
Great look, by the way.
Thanks very much. I think wasn't there a programme about some flower pot men?
Oh, yeah.
I'm too young to remember that. But you'll remember,
Oh,
won't you?
no, listen, I'm not that old, but I've seen clips, obviously.
No, it's my mum's era, that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got some amazing deals on planters, by the way. We've shown you a whole bunch of them. If you go onto the website, there is a whole load of other ones that you can search for and you can shop for. You can shop anything on the website, not just the items that we're bringing you on the show today. Just always make sure you're using that code YGTV49 because that'll unlock any of the deals and it will put that free gift into your basket as well.
And don't be shy. If you already placed an order, you can still place another order. You'll get those free bulbs with every individual order.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we know, lots of you regulars, you've got really quite clever how you place your orders.
Yeah.
Because it does, depending on what you're ordering, sometimes it works to place a big order and then get the free postage.
Yes.
When it's, spend £30 more and you get all of, say, that free delivery. But sometimes it works out better to place a few individual orders, particularly if certain items have got free delivery anyway.
Yeah.
So the choice is yours, but you'll know how to get the best out of the show. Right, what else? I tell you, we're going to go back to...
We're going to the Ceanothus next.
Yes. Our Ceanothus.
You've gone too far.
I have. This is our Ceanothus. I was picking up some paste there.
You were, weren't you?
Got to buy this week.
Yeah, Shaun needs a Ceanothus in his garden because he hasn't got one yet.
Do you know what encouraged me as well? Seeing how big your mum and dad's had grown in just 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, they couldn't remember exactly, but my dad thought that it was about 4 years.
Yeah. I mean, they are fairly fast growing, to be fair.
Look at how amazing that is.
I
Now, I'm
know.
5'6" and I'm holding that phone, I'm standing and filming that. So that plant has got to be 6 feet tall. Look at how beautiful beautiful that
gorgeous.
is. Obviously, I haven't filmed that recently. That was filmed earlier on in the
Yeah,
year
it's
when
like
it was in
April
full
time.
bloom. It is just so stunning. You have gorgeous evergreen leaves on there. And, you know, it's lovely that you've got evergreen, and that's really interesting. But it's at that time of year when this really is the standout thing in your garden. And you
Actually,
often get a second flush of blooms. Were you about to say that? Sorry.
No, do you know what I was going to say? I've kind of realised why I never had one.
Why?
Because my last house that I lived in, I was there for 15 years, and there was a low stone wall dividing our house and the neighbours. A lovely old couple used to live there, Bill and Noreen, and they were really into their gardening, and they had a ceanothus, but it was right next to the stone wall.
So you didn't need one?
No, so
because it was like it was in your garden
yeah,
anyway.
it was, and
Love
actually,
it.
so I've just thought, why have I never bought one? But that was one of the reasons I did get all the benefit.
You got all the benefit without having to have it.
But
Brilliant.
I don't have that luxury anymore because I've moved. So I am going to buy one. I just love the fact that they are evergreen, so the leaves look. I mean, this is December. That's what it looks
look at
like. But unlike certain plants, when they flower, you only get a few here and there. You always tend to get that sea of lilac, don't you?
It's a sea. It absolutely is a sea of lilac, and it just does it so reliably. You know, this has the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit. Trial, tested, proven performer in our UK gardens. It is winter hardy, lifetime guarantee from us at YouGarden. It loves a bit of sunshine, but it totally copes with part shade as well. It's not something you need to really, you know, mollycoddle and look after. It'll grow to a really decent size. You know, I mean, it can get 1.5 meters, maybe even a little bit taller than that. It can spread by 3-4 meters as well. So if you want something to fill an area in your border, that's why I've planted mine, because I want it to fill that area, then this is a great one for you. But likewise, if you want to keep it small and compact, it can live in a pot quite happily. It will respond to regular pruning to maintain the size and shape too.
I know my mum's was in a pot for about 7 or 8 years, and then we actually created a new border. So we took out the pot and put it in the border, and I must admit, it suddenly went, you know. Now, thank you to everyone that's just joined us, by the way.
Good morning.
Some people watching us on the YouGarden website.
That's nice.
Some watching on Facebook and some watching on YouTube. If you want to chat with us, we're actually quite friendly. We like to think so. My name's Shaun Ryan. This is lovely Bex Edwards. Some of you in the chat right now, we've got Beverly, hello.
Millie, Elaine, of course, she's always there. Hello to all our regulars. Roger's there regularly. Linda, another Barbara, a Victoria.
And another Lynn and Alison. Do you know what I'm pleased about as well? A lot of our customers are men as well. Because I run a garden club, and it's about...
There was loads of guys there when I came to your group. There was quite a few.
Yeah,
or was it the women that had dragged them along?
We're about 20% men.
Right.
25 maybe. But here on YouGarden, it's just nice because gardening. Our tagline is gardening is for everyone. So it is whatever gender, whatever age.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
So it's just so nice. It's got such a.
We
mixture.
definitely try and bring something for everyone as well. So we've got stuff for more experienced gardeners, but we've got stuff for beginner gardeners as well. So
and whatever type of garden you've got, whether you've got a huge garden or just a little balcony
or an allotment.
Yeah, I'd love an allotment.
I'd love an allotment.
Yeah.
There's massive waiting lists for all the allotments.
Yeah, what's really annoying, when I first moved to our village, there wasn't a waiting list. And I should have gotten that. And then lockdown happened and everyone wanted
wanted one, yeah.
And now, like, the list is this long, so... But anyway, we have got plants and products for absolutely everybody. But we're going to move on to another plant that's on my list. I always like to do my little list, and it's been really popular this morning. It's our hardy gardenia. Now, I've grown gardenias as houseplants, absolutely wonderful, but this is the world's first hardy outdoor one.
Oh, it's so incredible, yeah. You know, it will live outdoors. It is winter hardy down to about -10.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we are talking winter hardy gardenia, glossy, evergreen, beautiful leaves, and then highly fragranced, gorgeous fragrance from the flowers that you get on the gardenia. So gorgeously fragranced that gardenia is often used in perfume making.
Yeah, it is.
Because the scent that you get from the gardenia is incredible.
Now, we are doing an extra special price today. We'll be really honest with you. We did not really think we'd still be doing live shows in December.
No.
We didn't.
We're very pleased to be here.
Not as many. Because on our previous channel it worked on, we stopped the garden shows pretty much in December. But, you know, our aim is to really, we want to keep the show because we've got lots of regulars and the show is just going to get bigger and bigger next year. We've got lots happening. But actually, what it's made us realise as well is that there are plants that you can plant, things you can do in your garden every month. But also, because it is December, we did want to give you some extra special deals. And to get 2 of those for $14.98, £7.50 each is honestly incredible.
£7.50 each. And let me just take the plant out so you can see the kind of size that we're talking about. These aren't babies, they're good established plants already. They're in 2-litre pots, so these have been grown on a little bit already. It's not like we're the 9-centimetre pots are the baby ones, aren't they? The 2-litre ones means that they are a bit more established.
Actually, Bex, do you know what I've realised? We have sold the baby ones for pretty similar to
I think we have, haven't we?
Yeah, for what you're getting 2 for $14.98.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
And they are relatively slow growing, these, so actually it does make sense to get a bigger plant.
Well, yeah, absolutely. They are relatively slow growing. They're nice and compact, though.
Yes.
So we're only talking maybe 2 feet height and spread here. So if you want to keep them in a container, these are going to be the perfect plant for a pot. And I think I'm going to recommend a pot plant for these, because I think you're going to want, during the summer months, June, July, August, September, when it's flowering, you're going to want to be able to take advantage of that scent. So you're going to want to be able to move them to wherever it is that you are in the garden.
And you really, if you're sat outside having a glass of wine, cup of tea, whatever, yes, you do want to enjoy that fragrance. You really do.
Yeah.
But they are the world's first hardy variety. Selling really well today. One of the top sellers, actually, 510 530 at $12.99. But double up for an extra £1.99. You get a second one today. I think it's definitely worth doubling up.
It's definitely worth it. And again, we've talked a lot about Christmas gifts because obviously we're in that season at the moment. If you want a gardenia, go for the double up. Keep one for yourself, and you've got somebody a gift for $1.99 that really they're going to think you've spent a lot more money on.
Do you know, that would be a great idea, actually, in terms of the group chat. Let us know if you are buying plants for gifts.
Yeah.
Because I love receiving plants as gifts. Do you know, I don't really want chocolates this Christmas because I'll only put more weight on. I'll still accept wine. It's Christmas. I don't really want gift sets with things that I probably won't use.
No.
You know, there's like lots of gift sets out there that...
You end up re-gifting them, or they become your raffle prizes, don't they, for your gardening club and things.
But if any of my friends are watching, I love receiving plants.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So anyway, let us know if you are buying any plants as Christmas gifts today. We would love to hear from you. So those are the Gardenia 510 530 at just £12.99. If you are looking to maybe just get your shopping basket to £30 and get free delivery, because say if you're going for the patio roses earlier, the $29.99, so you were paying $6.99 delivery. If you just buy one other item, get your basket to over £30, we will give you free delivery. And these are a great basket filler, buy one, get one free. You do always need to use that code. Don't forget YGTV49 today. You can't stop smelling those.
I can't. I'm a sucker for the fragrance. We're sticking with the fragrance theme, and that's exactly what you're going to get with your lavender. It's it's so much about the fragrance with lavender, and not just from the flowers, but this foliage right now. Oh my word, the strength of that lavender smell that you're getting on there is incredible.
You often forget that the foliage also smells of lavender.
It's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. And it's just one of the easiest, hardiest, longest flowering, beautiful plants that you can have in your garden. Certainly one of the ones that you want to have in your garden if you want to get those beneficial pollinators in there. If you want to get the bees and the butterflies humming around in your garden, you need some lavender. Honestly, there's a few that get the bees and the butterflies in, don't get me wrong, but nothing that I've grown you get as many bees and butterflies on.
Well, I've got a whole border full of lavender.
Lovely.
And I planted it, I got it from YouGarden 3 years ago or so, and honestly, the border now is just a mass of lavender.
Yeah,
now,
I'm going to need to get a video of mine.
Trimmed it back, but this summer it was just a magnet for the bees and butterflies.
Wow, look at that.
And the more the lavender opened, I'm sure you found the same, Bex, the more the lavender opens, the more the bees and butterflies dive in.
I'll find my video at some point. In fact, I'll do it this afternoon and send it to our Stuart so he can play mine in. But the videos I was taking of the amount of bees and butterflies that were humming through my lavender was incredible.
It's just magical to listen to.
Yeah.
And I've got a friend that will only plant plants in his garden, if they are pollinators. He's very...
Oh, he's on it with that.
Yeah, he's very environmentally friendly, but he only puts plants in his garden that are good pollinators.
Great.
And this is... I'll be honest, I'm not like that. I've got a mixture, but I do try and do my bit.
Yeah, look, if you've got one plant in your garden that brings them in, that is great.
Yeah.
And lavender is definitely the one that will do it.
In terms of position, nice sunny position is ideal.
That's it.
They will tolerate poor soils, but they do like a well-drained soil.
Yeah, if you've got heavy clay, you're going to need to do something to it before you plant the lavender in. Doesn't mean you can't do it. I've got heavy clay.
Did you just mix a bit of gravel and stuff in there?
Yeah, just mixed it in a little bit. It was at the front. There wasn't too much to do at the front.
And it gets a lot of sun there, doesn't it?
Gets a decent amount of morning sun certainly in the height of summer, by about 12 o'clock, it's gone round the back, but it gets a good few hours.
But it is an easy variety of lavender to grow.
Yeah,
really is.
The head cut variety is a bit easier.
And there's offers on our website. If you're multi-ordering, if you're thinking, do you know, I'm going to do that whole pathway of lavender, I'm going to do a whole border, then the more you buy, the more you save.
Yeah.
So do bear that in mind.
We did a basket earlier on. It was incredible. If you order 10 or more, the price comes down even further.
But if you just want a couple, it's a buy one, get one free. Obviously, Christmas is only 2 weeks.
2.5 weeks away.
What day is it? Thursday. 2 weeks, 4 days, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm doing after the show?
Shopping?
Yeah.
I'm shopping tomorrow.
Well, I'm not actually. I'm doing some little filming for the website, our website's got more and more clips now just explaining about plants. We're both doing them, and it just makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
If you're not somebody that loves to read all the planting instructions and everything you need to know, not every plant, but a lot of plants now, when you click on, you get images, and then scroll through those and you get videos at the end, and that will be Bex and I, and our head gardener Peter, actually, of course, just talking about plants, giving you hints and tips. So that's what I'm doing this afternoon. Then I'm going shopping. But I'm going to move on now to our amaryllis, and I've got such great childhood memories of growing these with my mum.
That's lovely.
I love them.
I like that.
Because as a child, I was very small. I'm 5'10" now.
Yeah, he came into his own, didn't he?
Yeah. I think I've got smaller, actually. But anyway, when I was a child, I remember the amaryllis seemed huge as it grew. But they actually, in reality, they are big, about 50 centimetres.
Yeah, they can get up to about 50 centimetres in height, can't they? And you can get multiple stems from these bulbs because they're nice, big-sized bulbs.
Yes, a large bulb.
So we can't guarantee it, but we would hope that you would get multiple stems from here.
Hopefully
two, if not more.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And they tend to... I mean, I'm sure lots of you are growing amaryllis, but I know it doesn't look a lot now. But you'll start to get a shoot come from the side. You hopefully one at either side, because it's a large bulb. You might only get one, but we think you'll get more. And then the leaves come from the centre, but you only get the beginnings of leaves. So they flower first and the leaves come after. So put them in a nice little position. Planting-wise, this bulb does not want to be underground, so you plant it leaving the top free above the compost. So plant to about there. Just don't plant up to here. Always water around the outside. They don't need a particularly big pot, by the way. They don't need anything huge. I would say, well, like the 2 litre pots we've got.
Yeah, about that.
It
wants to be nice and snug, doesn't it, basically?
It does not need a big pot.
Nice and snug.
And then water on the outside. They will flower. If you plant it now, they're going to flower probably January time. And oh, they are amazing when those flowers come. They're big flowers. You get several on each stem.
It's probably a bit small, isn't it?
A bit small, yeah.
That's a bit small. I'll keep looking. You keep talking.
Okay. We've got loads of... We'll find a pot. Actually, Bex, that one in the corner, which you can't get to. That one.
That'd be perfect.
Anyway, they'll flower. You get, hopefully, with it being a large bulb, you get 1 or 2 stems, and each stem will bear several flowers. If you really want to enjoy the flowering season, then when they're in flower, put them in a cooler room, and then once they've flowered, chop the stems off, keep watering and feeding, perfect. Keep watering and feeding, and then all the leaves will form, and they'll do that all the way through summer. And then what you want to do, if you want it to reflower in autumn time, stop feeding, stop watering, put it in a dark place, and it would probably take about 8 to 12 weeks. The leaves will all die down, they'll all go yellow and brown and die down, but then hopefully you'll get more flower shoots coming the next year. That is a perfect size pot.
This is the Alhambra. 20 centimetre pots.
Yeah.
Now, these are outdoor pots, so if you are going to use these for indoors, you'll need to put it on a tray or something, on a plate or something. But that would be...
Yeah, that would. I'd say that.
The perfect size.
Yeah, that's 20 centimetres.
20 centimetre, yeah. So, I mean, these are on the web... I think they're on the website. Stu's having a little look for us.
Be.
So they're on the website, so you can get hold of those from $2.99 each if you want those. Or you might have a pot already, but yeah, we're suggesting somewhere around the 20 centimetre size would be absolutely perfect.
But as Bex said, do bear in mind, those pots do have, obviously, drainage holes. So if you were keeping that inside, you would need it on a little saucer.
I love those.
Yeah, I do as well. Loads of great pots on our website
I'm not going to be able to reach to put that back.
And then our final item, one of the absolute favourites this week, has been the Helleborus. And this particular variety is Christmas Carol. It has been bred to produce far more flowers over a long period. And we're not just saying that. In fact, let's have a little count back.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, I mean, I'll try. My counting's not bad, actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4 buds, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, got this section here, 19, 20 down there, 21, 22, 23, there's one down there as well, 24 and another there, 25 buds I can count there. I'm not exaggerating. I know that was a quick count, and it may be there's 26, there may be 24, but there's, I'd say about 25 buds on there.
I've got 21, 22, 23.
I mean, they're amazing, these.
24.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And what we've noticed, so we've had these in the potting shed and just outside the potting shed for about a week now, and they're just opening up and opening up.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, Stu's just pointing it out in our ear. Like, these, they've been in the hot, they've been in the cold, they've been in and out for the last few... I mean, we had them on the shows last week and this week. They're the same ones that we started with, and they are looking absolutely fantastic,
and the reason
we're
saying that is because at Christmas time, a lot of us buy poinsettias, and I actually love the way a poinsettia looks, but they are temperamental. And sometimes a poinsettia is dead before Christmas because you put it near a draft, you've overwatered it, you've underwatered it, you've put it in a room that just doesn't like the temperature of. But hellebores, although they're obviously designed for outside and they will flower all winter long in shady areas, semi-shady areas, you can have them inside at Christmas time and they look absolutely amazing. I think they're beautiful, and I'll give you the details if I can actually of the hellebores. The Amaryllis is still there, very popular for that. But these are the Helleborus. You get 3 for £16.99. 560054. Selling really, really well. And if you are doing maybe a Secret Santa, or you're just looking for a little thank you gift, even just one of those in a gift bag would look absolutely amazing. It really, really would. But selling really well today, 560054. Good afternoon, by the way. Yes, welcome to YouGarden TV. I tell you what, Bex, loads of people have been buying these planters, and we've actually planted these up with those hellebores that you've just seen. Don't they look good? I say we. It was actually our lovely Craig that planted this up. Now, I put it out there, I said, has anyone bought plants for gifts? And Andrew got straight back, and what did he say?
No, they're all for me.
Good on you,
well
Andrew.
Well done, Andrew.
Good on you.
No,
we like
they're
you,
all
Andrew. Now, we've planted these up, so nobody's going to get these either, Andrew. So we've planted these up with the 3 Helleborus. Obviously, they're not included, but I'll give you the details of kind of the planters because these are amazing. So these are normally £8.99 each, but we've taken £3 off, so they're £5.99, and we're going to give you a free one as well.
And a free one too.
Double promotion today.
Yeah, and I love the idea of planting the hellebores in. As I say, we planted them with 3 in, so that you can see the kind of display that you will get. You don't need to plant 3 in here. You can just plant 1 because it will fill out and it will fill this pot perfectly. That your hellebore would live a happy, happy life in here. So if you were going for the buy one get one free on the planters, and you were getting your 3 hellebores, you could put 1 in each and have another one for something else. Yeah. These would make an absolutely fantastic gift, wouldn't they?
So, do you know, I'm going to change my question, seeing as nobody's buying plants as gifts. How many of you are enjoying being club members, saving 10% on every plant order? Because
how much have you saved?
Yeah, how much have you saved?
That might be a personal question, I don't know.
Even with these 2 planters, they're down to £5.99, but with your club membership, About £5.40 you'd be paying.
Yeah, you still take
£2.70
every single order. You will get some discount from
Yeah.
10% off all your plants and compost and everything. That over the years, I mean, if anybody's been a club member since August and have placed multiple orders, I imagine that you are already quids in.
Yeah, I am.
You are.
Yeah, definitely. But I do love those planters. Actually, I know you're going to hate me, but also a poinsettia, if you have bought one already, that would actually look quite nice on one of those as well. Inside, do you think? No. No, the helleborus do look nice.
I just don't like them. I'm
really
over it.
don't.
I'm over the poinsettias.
I am thinking as a winter display, not just Christmas, those look amazing in the garden all
love
winter
them.
long, wouldn't they?
Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
I think
They're
they are
just
so pretty.
gorgeous. And loads of you have gone first today. They are down. They're normally $8.99 each. They're down to $5.99, but you'll get a free one as well. 133.47. Now, still to come, we've actually got a really great selection of birdseed, haven't we?
Yes, we're going to be talking about that very soon. I think it's a great idea for this time of year. So yeah, we've got a really good deal on some really good quality birdseed.
Now, I did mention these are selling really well. Also, the Diablo planters, which I'm going to buy. I love these. These are my favourites. Out of all the ones today, yeah, these are really me.
I can't decide because I keep saying that, but I also really like these ones. I don't know. They're really good.
Anyway,
they are brilliant.
You've got great choice. You can decide. What I do love today is the deal we've got. And we honestly did think potentially the deal was incorrect, and we've had it clarified. It's definitely correct. Mm-hmm. We don't make many mistakes, but occasionally, a price may be wrong on the screen. But no, this is definitely right. $11.99 for one, $14.99 for two, and they're normally $22.99. That's the RRP. We have sold them individually at $18.99, but two today for $14.99. And what is so lovely, I mean, they've got that really antique vintage look.
I love them.
Yeah, I love shabby chic, don't you?
I love this shabby chic.
Yeah.
I like the stone effect and I like the metal effect up here. I like the size of them is great as well because it does lend itself to a variety of different things that you can plant in here. If you're buying any of the standard trees that we've got, the viburnum, the patio roses, the rosemary, the bays, we've had all of those on the shows over the last couple of weeks. These would work perfectly in here because of the depth of the planter.
And do bear in mind, we only show you a tiny selection in reality of what's
on the
available.
website.
There are thousands of products on our website, and we do not mind, of course we don't mind you shopping the website. There might be something that you're thinking you really need right now. Could be a Christmas gift. It could be a type of plant food. I mean, we've got loads of different foods. Things like a bulb planter. Yeah, there's loads on there.
Loads.
But if you are shopping the website, the rule is just always put our code in, YGTV49, because that will unlock any extra promotions that are available. And you will also get free with every order your Narcissus today, which are the Tete Boucle. They're absolutely gorgeous. And we did sell them for $9.99, didn't we?
We did sell them for $9.99, and I love this selection because they're the slightly shorter variety, so around 20 centimetres in height, and they've got those lovely double ruffled petals on there, which is a lovely change from the trumpet shape that you get on regular Narcissus. Obviously there's different varieties. I just think these are a nice unusual one, but they're just free with purchase. That's all you have to do is enter the code YGTV49 and they will automatically be entered into your basket for you.
And we do not mind letting you know, viewers that really like those bulbs have placed several orders just to get as many packets as they can. So we do not mind you doing that. If you want to place several orders, if you've already placed an order, but you want to place another one, get some more free bulbs, we do not mind here. Now, also popular on today's show, we have had this gorgeous brand new rose, and it's called the Rose Apricot Old English Shrub. Look at the colour of that. And it's a really rich kind of double rose. Lovely fragrance as well. Comes as a bare root, and I cannot emphasise enough how easy it is to grow roses from a bare root. All the instructions are on our website, of course, as well. But you literally unwrap the rose, give it a good soak for at least a few hours. You might even want to do that overnight. Put it in a pot or in a bed and border. If it's going in a bed and border, just make sure you've dug a really nice deep hole. You can mix in some compost if you like, some mycorrhizal, some bloodfish and bone, whatever you've got, just to get those roots started. And it will still be dormant throughout the winter. You may get a few little green shoots, but it's likely to be dormant throughout the winter. In springtime, it will burst into life, and you will get many, many roses in summer 2024. Great deal on that. Postage is included. It's one for £9.99 or two for £14.98. Then we have got, these are cute, these are really cute. These are the Irish blue miniatures. So they're only going to grow around about 20 centimetres. When you think about how big other varieties can be, these are really compact. They do look good planted en masse, I have to say. My mum grew these last year and they look really nice together. And we are going to give you 35 bulbs for £9.99, or you can double up and go for 2 lots for £14.98. They'll only grow to about 20 centimetres in terms of height. They'll cope in sort of semi-shade, not too fussy, sun will be fine, and they'll flower round about April time and they'll be absolutely wonderful. 600 151 and £9.99. Now we also brought you a brilliant brand new cordyline deal today, and it is the Can. Wonderful in terms of colour, this one. A lot of cordylines can be just one colour or bicolour. This has got several colours on the one plant. Winter hardy, although we will just caveat that by saying if it's a particularly cold winter, because I know some of you will have lost a few cordylines potentially last year, just tie it up, put a fleece around it, protect the crown, and it will just allow your cordyline to survive a harsh winter if we do get one. Hopefully we won't, but if we do, just follow my instructions, tie it up and put a little fleece over it if you can. £9.99, it is a buy one, get one free, 680 248. We are feeling very festive today, and I love these. I've got these. These are the pair of Blue Made Holly Standards. They are just gorgeous. The quality is outstanding. So yours will arrive beautifully shaped, all covered in berries. We'll do our very best to get, if you're buying two, well you are buying two because it's a pair, we'll do our best to match them up as perfectly as possible. I've seen these outside in the nursery and to be honest they're pretty much all the same in terms of size and shape, but you're going to get two today with the bonus pots for just £46.98. You're going to save £43 on those today. And don't worry about the postage, because they're over £30, you will get free delivery as well. 510 186 for a pair of those with the lovely bonus pots. And the pots are like a bronzy colour. They look gorgeous. Now, really popular today, we've got the most outstanding deal on these bird planters. They're normally £8.99 each. We're doing a price reduction of £3, but also we are going to give you a free one as well. Now, we've planted ours up with the hellebores. Obviously, yours will not be planted, but it gives you an idea of the lovely winter displays you can do. But the great thing with these planters, summertime, imagine those with some of your summer bedding there, maybe geranium and some lobelia just trailing down, something like that. They look absolutely gorgeous. Loads of you going for those at just £5.99. 130347. Now, I know we've not really looked at it, but it is still available if you've been asking about it, the Calicarpa Profusion Beauty Berry. And this is an absolutely gorgeous plant. In the autumn, it looks like that. You've got these metallic, almost like a purple berry with the leaves. But in winter, as it drops its leaves, all you get are the berries. That's what helped form the berries, or did form the berries. Those gorgeous flowers. And then look, this is how it looks in the winter time, and it is magical. With some of the frost we've had this week, oh my word, if you're lucky enough to have one of these in your garden, it would be absolutely mesmerising. It is the bigger variety. We call it our premium variety. It's in a bigger pot, it's in the 3 litre, but also the pot is purple as well. So again, if you're buying that as a gift, Andrew's buying loads of gifts today. I jest. £16.99, 510 525 is your item of that one, saving £13 today. Look what you found.
I love the Fatsia.
I know you do.
I do really, really enjoy Fatsia. It's a
They
different
are
version.
great plants.
We've had the Spider's Web version on before. This one is just... I love it. I love I like how tropical it looks. I like the serrated leaves, the leaf shape that you've got on here. I love that it's glossy. I love that it's evergreen. I just think it's absolutely fantastic. And my biggest thing that I love about this, obviously, if you're a regular, you know I struggle with clay soil in my garden, which, as Shaun quite rightly points out to me regularly, is filled with nutrients and goodness.
Yeah.
It really, really is. However, it can make it really difficult to plant things and grow things.
Yeah.
This doesn't mind a bit of clay soil, so this is absolutely fantastic if you've got that trickiness in your garden.
We should say that it's happy in all other
It is,
types
by the way,
as
yes.
well.
Yes, but it's also very happy in clay.
Yeah, which is good news for Bex.
Good
and maybe
news for
good news
me.
for you as well. I've grown Fatsias several times. I've got a couple in my garden. They do look good pretty much all year round.
Yeah.
I will actually. I'll be honest. When it's really cold, sometimes I've looked at my Fatsia and it's really looks droopy when it's frozen basically. And there's been a really heavy
sort of
frost.
goes like that,
it
doesn't
does. But honestly, it bounces back brilliantly, fully
Look
hardy.
at the flowers. They're so unusual.
They are, aren't they?
Now, that'll happen on a more mature plant. I'm not saying you'll get those in the first year or anything on your plant that you buy now, but you will get these flowers as it grows and as it matures.
And it's winter flowering, so mine's in flower now.
Yeah, so sort of between September and November, it's where you'll get these flowers. I mean, you're into December and it's still flowering. Who knows? But around...
I'll be honest, mine have only just come out.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, you'll get these beautiful flowers on there and mature plants. You also get berries on there as well, which is quite incredible.
I'm just thinking, Bex, nowadays we have to be slightly careful when we say about flowering seasons, because you'll know as a gardener, because of climate change, random things happen, don't they?
We don't know anymore, really.
It's like,
We're always learning.
It'll flower sometime between... this is what it'll get to, honestly. It'll flower sometime between January and December. It'll get to that point, probably, won't it?
We might do.
Yeah, I'm look at my garden.
You'll get flowers.
You will, on a mature
At some point.
But it is evergreen, of course, as well. So this is what it looks like in December.
They
are lovely leaves, aren't they?
I really, really enjoy this. I think it's because, well, you know what? I'm such a fan of glossy evergreen. It's because it looks so healthy and luscious. That's why I think I love that so much. But the size of these leaves as well, and also the size that the plant itself can reach. This can get 4 metres by 4 metres.
Yeah.
It'll take a few years to get there. But if you want to fill a border, this will be the thing to do it with. This is why I've got it. It doesn't mind a bit of shade either. Actually, it's particularly with this variety, I think you'll be happy in a shady spot with this one because you haven't got the variegation on this one. So this one, definitely put it into a shady spot and it will live a nice life.
Really good in a corner. I keep saying that's my little line of you know. But I'm thinking about your garden, which is fairly square shaped. In one of the corners, it just breaks up beautifully.
It's going to look good. So it's against that back one. Now I've got the pampas in the corner, and I'm going to have this almost next to it.
That look good.
Actually, it's going pampas, ceanothus, fatsia.
Love it.
Love it. Boom.
Great price on that today. It's only $11.99. It's a really big plant as well.
It is. It's a really well-established one. If you want to keep it smaller, by the way, if you don't want it to get to 4 metres by 4 metres, that's absolutely fine. You can put it in a pot quite happily. It'll live beautifully in a pot and it will keep it nice and compact for you. What was that? Somebody's got a courier?
Oh, yeah, Linda Barber there for courier delivering plants for each every day. I know the feeling. I'm always there with the other half. I'm always like, he's like, what's
that being ordered?
I said, it doesn't matter. It's just a.
Yeah, but didn't he buy a new car? So
yeah, exactly.
You've got a lot of plant orders to place to meet that. That's it, Jay. You've done it.
I was like, I can buy 1 million plants.
You can buy lots of plants.
Yeah. I don't think you need to negotiate when it comes to buying plants.
No,
They're such a great thing to buy.
I agree.
And you've probably got them for the best part of your life. Anyway, we're going to go back to our compost.
Yes.
Lots of orders coming in for compost today. Thank you very much, Bex. This is actually our best-selling product here at YouGarden, and we sell. It must be millions of litres, actually.
There's so many.
Yeah. We've lost count, I'll be honest. We've lost count. But it is such a great compost. And you'll know if you've used it. There are so many great 5-star reviews on our website as well. Today, 100 litres for $24.98. You will get your free bulbs. I love those free bulbs. I think they're one of the best gifts we've had. Don't you?
Yeah.
They're really nice bulbs.
I mean, we've had some really good ones, actually. We have had some really good ones.
They've all been good. No,
to
you're
say
right.
that this one's one of the good ones is quite incredible.
I overdid it with the crocus. I ordered so many plants.
You did have hundreds of crocus.
When we did the crocuses, 40 of those in a bag. I ended up with about 600 or 700 crocus bulbs. The pub garden's going to look amazing there.
Spring garden in the pub's going to be awesome, isn't it?
I've shoved them everywhere. It's not too late to plant bulbs. It really is. I've planted bulbs, even if they're slightly sprouting and things, I'll still plant them.
Yep.
But the bulbs today, the Tête Bouclée, are gorgeous, really gorgeous, and you get them free with every individual order. Lots of you placing several orders today. But we really need to talk about this compost because it is exceptional.
It is.
It really is.
So it's exceptional because of what it will do for your plants, okay? Because it's packed with beautiful ingredients that are going to feed your plants, that gives them the nutrition that they need. We've got 3 different types of peat in here, black and white peat, reduced over the years, keeping up with environmental concerns, and then replaced with some just phenomenal ingredients in here. So we've got composted wood fibre, really helps with this gorgeous texture that we've got with this compost. This is so different to a lot of that compost you'll have bought in the past. When you open this bag up, it's always the same quality. This lovely, light, airy texture. The smell that you get from it smells so healthy.
It's never dark and heavy and dank smelling.
Never. Never do I open a bag of this compost and think, ugh.
And I've never found white kind of fungus on it as well. Not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but when you do open up certain bags of compost and it's black and then you got the white fungus, it just makes you wonder.
Yeah,
how
and
that is.
There is no massive, great big chunks in
No,
here.
it's really
Look
well
at it.
composted, isn't it?
Look at it.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
We haven't picked out the chunks to make it look better than it is. This is a bag of compost emptied onto this table here. Look at how beautiful it is. It's nice and even texture.
Right.
There's no massive great big chunks. I've done that in the past, and you take a great big stick this big. It's so annoying, isn't it?
So you've got all of the composted wood fibre, all the different types of peat as well, white and dark peats.
Exactly. We've got lime to balance out the pH in here, which turns it into an all-round compost, something you can use. I mean, every single plant bar the gardenia, you can still use it on the gardenia. The gardenia just likes a little bit of ericaceous mixed in with this. But everything that we're bringing you today, seeds through to trees, everything in between, all your house plants. I've repotted. Right, so my yucca is looking a bit sorry for itself. It needs repotting. I need to sort it out. But I've repotted some of the other houseplants in this, and you should see the difference it's made.
Amazing,
it's
isn't
incredible.
Yeah.
There's no worrying about what bag do I buy, what number do I need. This compost works for absolutely pretty much everything.
And I'm the same. I used to be pretty rubbish with houseplants, and I've really got better over the years.
Yeah, I need
but
to
this
sort
does
it
make
out.
such difference. It makes such difference with all of your gardening. So we've talked about the different types of peat. We've talked about the lime to balance the pH, the composted wood fibre. We've got this slow release fertiliser, which we're going to find for you right now.
Little green balls. Now, there's loads of them throughout you'll have seen them as I've been moving the compost around. There's loads of these inside the compost. Slow release fertiliser, feeding the plants as and when they need it, not just when you decide to get the liquid feed out. They can get hold of this feed as and when they need it with the slow release fertiliser. So that's a really, really important one.
And there's a wetting agent in there as well. What I've noticed when I use this in things like hanging baskets, when you water them, the water stays in the basket. It doesn't just go all over the sides. And I appreciate you won't have to, if you're making up winter hanging baskets, you don't have to water them as much as your summer ones. Of course you don't. But it really does, when you water, hold on to that water well.
It does. It's really good at holding on to it.
Brilliant.
So I haven't actually watered my winter hanging baskets yet. Haven't needed to.
I was going to say you probably haven't had to.
I keep going and feeling and checking, but I haven't actually had to water them yet.
No, it's been quite wet recently.
Yeah.
But you might get some dry winter months. It's early days yet. So if you want to go for that, grab it right now, $24.98, 100 125. Now, on our website, there's lots of different products, including various bird seeds. But we've got what we think is the best one right now, certainly one of the very best, because it is the premium one, the deluxe 14 seed mixed wild bird feed. And if birds were watching right now and could talk, I'm sure they'd be like, yeah, get that from me. I'd love those seeds. But it really is a premium mix. 14 different types of seeds. You've got raisins and you've got in there the different types of suet as well. Designed to attract many bird varieties.
Many bird varieties. I'm just holding on to it because I can just see it falling off the table and going all over the floor. Yeah, so we've got 12 different seeds. Well, it's 14 ingredients, but there's 12 different sizes of seed, plus the suet and the raisins included in there as well. So you can see all the different sizes. So this is designed to attract...
really good mix.
Yeah, different sizes of birds, different sizes of beaks. So you get a lovely variety of birds in your garden, not just the pigeons, which I get in my garden all the time.
And there you go. There's some of them.
Yeah, so many of them. So they will be attracted by the different seeds, depending on the size of them and the flavour of them and all the rest of it. There is none of that germinating wheat seed filler in here. A lot of lesser quality bird seeds, they will have that filler in there to bulk it out.
Yeah, of course.
We don't have that in here, so we are really talking about a premium quality bird seed feed here.
Well done, Bex.
Thank you very much. It's rich in oils, it's rich in fats, it's rich in carbs. So we're talking about a high energy feed going on here, and designed for table feeding, floor feeding, or for any of your bird feeders as well.
And the mixed suet, there's 3 different flavours.
Love that.
Apple, berry, and the best one is the insect one. It's got to be. Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't think that's nice, but the birds will thank you
might.
for it. The birds will really thank you for it.
But there's something for all
There's
the
Robbie.
different varieties.
Hello,
There.
Robbie.
We've got a little robin that comes in our area of the nursery, and we've put some birdseed down.
We did.
And he's loving it.
He
isn't
is loving
Yeah.
it. He's a fat little robin now. He's having a great time. Yeah, I mean, he keeps popping in, keeps coming and getting the seed. In fact, we probably need to put a little bit more down for him just to make sure that he keeps coming back. But yeah, it's great, isn't it? My mum, my nan used to put all sorts of food scraps out for them. I know you're not supposed to.
No.
She's not here anymore, so she's not doing it anymore. But honestly, if she hadn't finished a tea, she'd just chop a tea up and go and put it on the table. I am not recommending it.
No,
we are very
better.
much recommending the bird feed. But yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? You see all those birds coming in and flying around the garden. It's just a lovely thing to do.
And it is a massive 12.75 kilo sack as well. You will get, by the way, free delivery. I know it says £6.99 postage, but
yeah, it's
remember,
over £30 already.
Yeah, so if you use the code, and you do need to do that, you'll get free Pimpy on all orders over £30. A lot of you today have placed orders over £30, but always put that code in, which we know off by heart.
YGTV49. I didn't even look to check.
There. But it does change every week.
It does change every week, yeah. So that's why I'm struggling to remember it. Yes, it's YGTV49 this week in order to unlock all of the deals, the free gift, the free postage, the buy one get one free, the double up deals. You need to put the code in.
And thank you to everyone that's placed orders today. It's really nice to know so many of you are still watching and still ordering. And we are back live on Sunday 10 till 2. Quite a few of you have placed 2 orders, and sometimes if you love the free gift, it's sometimes worth doing that, and we do not mind that at all.
We don't mind that at all. That's a definite way of, working the system, and we're big fans of it.
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine.
I do it.
There's no guilt or judgment.
One evening, and this was the week I placed the most orders. I placed 5 or 6.
5 in a week.
I loved it because the free gift. It was when we were doing the crocuses.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up with about 800 crocuses. I kept placing separate orders for the free gift. And it was great. Right.
Just a quick reminder of the mushrooms.
Yes.
There it is.
I'm sure they've grown since we were last here.
There's my mushrooms. We picked those ones. I've just stuck them in the holes at the top. But this is the one that I've been growing. I got mushrooms within 4 weeks. I got actual mushrooms.
And we should say we have picked quite a few now.
We have picked a few.
Everything that you need is in the kit. Free postage. Great little Christmas gift. Have you got children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews? Get them into gardening. As a child, I would have absolutely loved that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And listen, we picked these 3 out of there today. I've just stuck them in the holes in the top of the lid. And this will get covered, by the way. It will get filled with mushrooms. This is the start of the process. So I'm 4 weeks in. I've got loads of mushrooms grown already. They start around the edges, and then it will start to fill out into the rest of the pot. And you get multiple crops. You get up to 3 crops worth of mushrooms from there.
I don't remember having
Great
things
idea.
like this when I was a child.
No, I don't. They was delicious. So we picked 2 yesterday as well, and I had them on my pizza last night. They were absolutely gorgeous. Do you know what? Nothing can beat the flavour when you've grown it yourself.
I totally agree.
Doesn't matter what it is. Potatoes, strawberries, mushrooms, apples, whatever it is you're growing. It tastes so good when you've grown it yourself.
And all the instructions there, it's really easy to do. I've never grown mushrooms, but I read the instructions.
It's a great little gift, that. I love it.
And
so excited about it.
You don't have to wait months and months.
No.
I know children can be quite impatient. I can be impatient. I'm a bit of an impatient gardener.
We had grown potatoes, which, we'll start talking about that again at some point soon. And it was great, really rewarding, loved it. But you've got to wait a good 3 months before you start seeing any kind of results.
Asparagus, you've got to wait a few years, haven't you?
I tried that one year.
Oh, it takes...
You need space.
Yeah, and it takes a lot of time, years. But anyway, that's pretty much instant. 4 to 5 weeks, you should be picking your mushrooms. And you get more than 1 crop, you should get up to 3.
Up to 3 crops, yes.
I like that. 997, we've taken the postage off today, 161138. A welcome return to the Gora next.
Love Gora.
Siskiyou.
This was one of our favourites. I really enjoyed talking about this one before because I just love the display that you get from these. Now, they're not at their best right now, but a great time to plant them out because they are a perennial. So it's a good time to get your perennials into the ground right now. It means that, just like with bare roots, putting your perennials into the ground now means that they can put all their focus into growing the root structure. That means in the spring they can put all their focus into growing up north, which is brilliant. If you put them in the spring, they've got to do both things at the same time. They've got to grow roots and grow upwards. They're splitting all of their energy. This is why perennial planting is great to do now. All the focus down there, and then in the spring, all the focus up there. It's fantastic.
And they do have our lifetime guarantee, of course.
Indeed, they do. They're winter hardy.
So do bear that in mind. If you're thinking, oh, is it okay to plant them now? Anything that's winter hardy does come with our lifetime guarantee. If it fails, if it doesn't grow, let us know. We'll replace it. All you pay is the postage. Just make sure the ground's obviously not frozen.
Yeah.
Most of the UK now is...
And listen, if it is, put it in a pot for the time being. It can then work on getting that root structure, and then you can plant it out in spring. It'll be absolutely fine. But what I do adore about the Gora is how you get these almost floating, dancing flowers at the top of these they get quite tall. The stems on this, they can get up to 50, 60 centimetres in height. But then you get these beautiful pink butterfly-like flowers that do look like they're just floating on the top of those stems. And with that movement that you'll get from this, as it's just sort of fluttering and blowing in the breeze, they genuinely will look like living animals just dancing around at the top of there.
And a great deal on these today. $9.99 postage included, 2 for $14.98. So if you've already placed an order, you're thinking, oh, I wish I'd got those Gora. I didn't see those earlier. Place an order now, we'll deliver them for free, and you'll get another pack of the free bulbs. Those gorgeous boucle boucle. They're really pretty. Nice.
Oh, look, he got the clip. Well done, Stuart. That is when they were looking so incredible in September time, because these will flower May, that's another thing. They flower for a long time. May, June, July, August, September. You get... Oh, look at them.
I know.
They're so pretty.
I'm looking
Look, back when we were able to wear shirts and not 3 layers. We were able to wear a shirt in the potting sheds.
Do you know what's going to be really nice, though? We're here... obviously every week, and we'll get to see all the seasons and all different plants over 12 months. And that is fascinating in itself, isn't it?
I love it. And look, I'm talking about here the journey that this, because it takes you on this wonderful journey all the way up the stem. You get this lovely kind of pink colour, and then you go up and you get into that kind of foliage there, and then you go up a little bit further, and it again turns a bit pink at the top, and then you get the lovely dancing butterfly-like flowers at the top. It's a real journey from the bottom to the top.
Oh.
What are you thinking?
I'm just remember what it was like when it was warm.
I know. You weren't here the week where we melted.
Oh, yeah.
You had a little holiday.
I was away the best week because it got to about 30.
I have never...
Was it 35 degrees?
It was
36?
insane, honestly. I've never been so warm. I was here with our lovely Shaun, different Shaun. And I just remember turning to...
The lovely one, obviously.
The lovely Shaun. The tall one. The really tall one.
All right,
I remember turning to look at him, and I could just see the sweat running down his neck. We were both like... It was great. It was fun.
I'm telling you what we're looking forward to, though. We are looking forward to Christmas. And we've got some great Christmas shows planned for you as well. But also... the journey into spring next year and summer. It's going to be
so
really exciting here at YouGarden. So many big plans for 2024. Just quickly, what should we remind you of?
Bromeliad, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Weird and wonderful.
That's on my list.
We adore the weird and wonderful. It's our favourite thing, isn't it? Yeah, this one is highly unusual, incredibly interesting, feels very tropical, feels a little bit otherworldly. It looks like an alien to me in a good way.
Yeah.
I think it is incredible. You get this lovely grassy type foliage. It's evergreen, but that is absolutely stunning. June, July, August, well, somewhere summertime through to October, you can have that kind of flower appearing on this particular plant.
I am definitely going for this one. If you like things to look a little bit unusual, a little bit tropical, that is the one to go for.
Totally.
Postage is included, 1997 560100. Absolutely gorgeous, that one. Love it.
Yeah,
How
really
did
like
minus
it.
five, did you say, Bex?
-5. So I think
Yeah.
you're going to want to protect it a little bit this year, because it's not fully established yet. So I would definitely be protecting it a little bit this year. But after that, hardy to -5, you'll be absolutely fine.
Oh, do love that one.
Pink
And then
pumps.
just quickly, I know we are rapidly running out of time. We have got a really good deal on our pampas grass, and it's a pink pampas. We saw loads of pampas grasses as we headed like October, November time.
Yeah, and they're all out there and they're beautiful.
Yeah, and actually some still look good now, but this is different because it's pink.
Totally different. You get these gorgeous plumes of pink,
Look at those.
feathery foliage on here. Now, as Shaun said, yeah, I was driving around in October time, September, October, and I was seeing all the beautiful pampas grasses moving in the breeze, but I never saw a pink one. And I kept looking. I have not seen a pink one. But we, thankfully, Shaun, thank you, Shaun. Shaun bought some pampas grasses and he gave me one of them. So we're both going to have pink pampas growing in our gardens, aren't we? It is the queen of ornamental grasses. It is low maintenance. It is winter hardy. It wants a bit of sun, but it'll cope with park shade. But you do need a bit of space.
Yes, you definitely do need space. So if you've just got a little balcony, it's not for you, that one.
Yeah, it's not something you grow. I mean, I've never seen it. I don't think it's something you grow in a pot, is it?
Oh, no.
It just, it's
It
not
wants
really.
space.
It needs a bit of space. A couple of metres.
Yeah, I've got a few in my garden. I'm lucky I've got a big garden, but I used to have small gardens for many, many years. But yeah, you do need a big space and it'll look absolutely...
But it's going to grow nice and tall, which is what I want it for. It's over there. It's on the fence. It's going to cover up that caravan on the other side. Can't wait.
It definitely is the queen of grasses, that one. And it's on a double-up deal, 2 for $14.98. Or what the feedback was, some of you just wanted one, so we are doing one today for $9.99 with postage included. 561151. We are just going to quickly go back to those amazing planters that we've had. I don't know where the time's gone, Bex.
It's flown again.
We're nearly out of time, aren't we?
Always flies. Let's get rid of that.
So thank you to all of you lovely viewers. We absolutely appreciate every single one of you. We really do. We have got lots happening, as I mentioned, next year. And lots happening in the next few weeks. Got some special Christmas shows coming up and some theme shows. So we're going to stay live on a Wednesday and Thursday and a Sunday, 10 to 1 on a Wednesday and Thursday and 10 till 2 on a Sunday as well. Yeah. But these have been really popular, the 2 bird planters. They're normally $8.99 each. We've taken £3 off, but it is a buy one, get one absolutely free. We've planted ours up with the helleboards. You can put whatever you want in them. But at that price,
you do just need to get them. You do just need to put them in because they're beautiful. They've got that, I mean, I don't know, is it a metallic look to it? Or do you think it's a stone look to it?
No, I think it's like a brushed metal look.
It is, isn't it?
It's
really beautiful. I don't think from a distance you can tell that these are plastic. I love that they're plastic because it means they're lightweight. It also means that they are supposed to be longer, I say supposed to be, they are going to be longer lasting. They're UV stabilised, they're frost resistant, which means they're not going to crack and break because of the changing weather. You've got the lip underneath to be able to lift and move them around. Please use that rather than this because it will probably break the sides here. Do you know what I've just thought,
Bex? The free gift today is worth more than what you're paying for the planters. And that is the absolute truth. We sold the Tete Boucle, we sold those for $9.99. You're going to get them free, and these are only $5.99. You have got postage to pay, but even if you wanted to do separate orders just to get your free gift, it's worth it for that $4.99 postage.
Absolutely.
It really is. So do bear that in mind. You are going to get a free gift worth more than what you're paying for the planters. That is worth $9.99. The Tete Boucle, gorgeous miniature narcissus that are just spectacular, really,
They
aren't
are spectacular.
Yeah.
There's so many varieties of narcissus, but those I think are a really standout one.
And the other pot that's been really popular...
Was it Diablo?
Diablo, this one down here. I am not surprised at all. I'm definitely ordering these. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. They're $11.99 down from $22.99, but also we're going to do a double-up deal where you get two for $14.99. That works out $7.50 a planter.
$7.50 a planter, and it's a really good sized planter, and it is beautiful as well, isn't it? It's a really attractive one with the stone kind of finish and then the metal finish here. The size is excellent, the width of it is excellent, but also the depth of it is excellent as well. I think that this is quite versatile. There's lots of things you can plant in here, particularly if you're going for any of the standards, the rose standards that we're doing, the bare roots, the viburnum, the holly standards, the bay standards, and there was another one, rosemary, we were doing last week. If you have bought or are buying any of those, these would work perfectly for them.
You have got, obviously, the pre-drilled drainage holes. So there's nothing more annoying than buying plants and having to put your own holes in. They've obviously sold previously at $18.99. Offers do come and go, obviously, here at YouGarden. Today, you're going to get two for $14.99.
Amazing.
Two of them. But you do need to use the code YGTV49.
Yeah, if you don't put the code in, you'll end up paying $11.99 each. So it was really important to put that code in and put both in your basket.
So yeah, it's always imperative you do use the code. It's not an option. That's a big word for the end of the show, isn't it?
Imperative. Wow.
Look at me
getting all
go.
serious.
Can I say massive thank you? We are nearly out of time. Now, you can order after the show. If you missed most of the show, maybe you've just literally joined us, you can watch the show. It will be uploaded on YouTube a little bit later on. Yesterday's show is already there, by the way, on YouTube. Also, if you go to the YouGarden website, yougarden.com, you can catch up on any missed shows there.
Yeah, you can have a look. There's is it the green box or the yellow box? The yellow box.
Yellow box.
Yellow box is where you catch up on previous shows. Plus, if you go to the YouGarden website, you can search all of the items on the website, which you're free to do.
Well, we will see you hopefully Sunday morning, 10 till 2.
Couple of new items to bring in as well. We haven't shown you everything. There's a few new ones to bring in.
And we spread the word. If you've got friends that are gardeners, just spread the word. Let them know about our great, great channel. Yeah. We love being here.
It's going to get bigger and better next year.
So, for myself, Shaun Ryan, presenter and plant man.
And me, Bex Edwards. Thanks for your company.
Yeah, we will see you on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. Take care.
Just pretend.